33-yard line. Darrell King. All right. Down in 10 from the Thunder.
Well, 33-yard line.
Here we are. After the opening drive, Darrell King from the Quad City Raiders was stifled by the Thunder defense. The Thunder then received a punt and have taken over at their own 33-yard line. On first down, the pass
from the
was
33
incomplete.
Yard
Here we are.
G
To Darrell King.
King
After
did make a nice play
by
the
becoming
opening
defender,
drive,
knocking it loose,
Darrell
and on
King,
the
second
Quad
down,
City Raiders,
they run the
was
ball for a gain
stifled
of
by the
5.
Thunder defense. The Thunder then received a punt and have taken over at their own 33-yard line. The ball on
first
the middle
down,
of the field,
the
pass
from the
was
all your options open, especially
incomplete.
on third down.
Here we are.
G to Darrell King.
After
King did make a nice play
by
the
becoming
opening
defender,
drive,
knocking it
the
loose,
Darrell
and
King
as
as
the
the
Quad
right
City
now,
Raiders,
they run the
was
ball for a gain
up
up the middle,
stifled by
I
the
think that
Thunder
they should have
defense. The
sold that
Thunder
one a little bit more.
then received a
Perhaps
punt
giving
and
it
have
a,
taken over at their own
all
33-yard
right.
line.
The ball
First
in the
down,
middle
the
of the
pass
field,
from the
was
was
hand that ball, especially on
incomplete.
third down.
Here we are.
G to Darrell King.
After
After make a nice play
by
the
becoming
opening
defender,
drive,
knocking it loose,
Darrell
and
King
as
as
the
the
Quad
right
City
now,
Raiders,
they run the
was
ball for a gain up the middle,
stifled by
I
the
think
Thunder
that they should have
defense. The
sold that
Thunder
one a little bit more.
then received a
Perhaps
punt
giving
and
it
have
a,
taken over at their own
all
33-yard
right.
line.
The ball
First
in the
down,
middle
the
of the
pass
field,
from the
was
was
hand that ball, especially on
incomplete.
third down.
Here we are.
G to Darrell King.
After
After make a nice play
by
the
becoming
opening
defender,
drive,
knocking it loose, and as the Quad City Raiders,
they run the
was
ball for a gain up the middle,
stifled by
I
the
think
Thunder
that they should have
defense. The
sold
Thunder
that one a little bit more.
looks
Then
like
received
Thunder
a
punt
giving
and
it a,
taken
early
over
in
at
the
their own
game.
33-yard line.
Fourth and short.
The ball
in
first
the middle
down,
of
the
the
pass
field,
snapped.
It was
Keeper in the middle, incomplete, and here we are. After very, very close, knocking it loose, as the Quad City Raiders, they run the ball, stifled by the defense. The Thunder doesn't look for like they're having taken over at their own 33-yard line.
Fourth and short.
Actually, did get a pass snapped. It was keeper in the middle, incomplete. Here we are. After very, very close, knocking it loose, as the Quad City Raiders, they run the ball, stifled by the defense. The Thunder first down doesn't look for like they're having taken over at their own 33-yard line.
I do want to apologize for getting this broadcast. It's a technical
Incomplete.
difficulty.
Here we are. After very, very close, knocking it loose, as the Quad City Raiders, they run the ball, stifled by the defense. First down, this time off the right side, down by all right.
I do want to apologize for getting this broadcast. It's a technical difficulty.
Here we are. After very, very close, knocking it loose, as the Quad City Raiders, they run the ball, stifled by the defense. First down, this time off the right side, down by all right.
I do want to apologize for getting this broadcast. It's a technical difficulty.
Here we are. Yep, with that right up the middle, that gives the Chicago, the Joliet. This is hard. The Joliet Thunder with a second down and 7 from their own 46-yard line. Oh, we got a false start on the offense. Looks like it's definitely going to be left tackle. Came out too early. That's all right. Sometimes you take a little bit of time to develop a rhythm. This is the first time this team has played a regular season game together. It's a brand new roster, essentially, with very few veterans coming over from last year's season, which ended early. However, Chicago, it's going to take me a little while to get this. The Joliet Thunder call timeout. They want to regroup after that false start and make sure everybody's on the same page. So, as I was saying, this team, this is the first regular season game that this squad has played together. This being game 1 of the 2018 season. And unfortunately, we are not at our normal home stadium due to scheduling conflicts. We've been moved to Plainfield Central, where they were gracious enough to let us use this beautiful field. I think the turf was actually replaced recently. I believe it's brand new. I did walk on it. Oh, it was replaced this morning, according to our cameraman. It was replaced this morning for us special. Now, it was actually done this year, and I did walk on the field this morning, and it is like plush. I cannot remember ever walking on a brand new field like that. It's a far cry from Hanson Stadium, which was essentially carpet on top of concrete.
On top of really hard wood.
Yeah, on top of really hard wood as well. Now, the Chicago Thunder.
No, it's twice.
No, that's actually 4 times. You didn't hear the other 2 because you walked over there. The Joliet Thunder now. Second down and 12 due after the false start penalty. G drops back. Nice pass to Darrell King over the middle. Get some of that yardage back. It's going to be a 3rd down and 5. And unfortunately, we have an injury on the field. A Raider is laying on the field. You can see that number 45. It's really hard to see the numbers from the booth since they are wearing white jerseys with silver numbers. And as our friends from the Quad Cities area said, hopefully it gets better when it gets dark, which shouldn't be too long from now. So looking on the sideline today, for anybody who is listening or watching on the YouTube channel, Joliet Thunder fans, we have alumni on the field today, some of which include Hall of Famers, such as James Law, out there on the field, he's actually standing with right now legendary defensive coach Kevin Thomas, who's also standing with one of the winningest offensive coordinators in Thunder history, actually the winningest in Thunder history, Tony Patak. And they are also hanging out with Aaron Anderson, who came over to Chicago Thunder later in his career and now stands on the sideline with the Joliet Thunder as a supporter.
The Quad City Raiders is number 45, Tyron Smith. Let's give a round of applause.
And you like to see that sportsmanship. Everybody give a hand to the young man who unfortunately was injured on that play. Hopefully he's just hurt and not injured, as they would say in the biz. Well, ball's been spotted, and the Joliet Thunder take over once again. 3rd down and 5 at their own 48-yard line.
It's going to be a long day.
This is going to be very long because as soon as I say it, I keep saying it, and I don't mean to say it. I apologize. So Thunder are in a spread formation. The ball is snapped, and it's another run up, pretty much up the middle off the right side. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit short of the first down, actually, by about 3 yards. Ball's right at midfield. I did see on that play the right tackle actually got pushed back into the play, and the guard
2-yard gain on the run.
was also having a little bit of trouble. However, they did bring a lot of pressure on this side, so it's kind of hard to block more people than you can. Usually 1-for-1 is good. For the offense, 2-on-1 is better. However, when you're coming 3-on-2, unfortunately, you're not going to block that. So now the Thunder will once again go for it on 4th down. A little more distance this time. Oh, very high snap. And they're going for it all as Stephen G. threw to Darrell King deep on the left sideline. Unfortunately, the ball did hit the ground.
Pass is incomplete. King, the intended receiver.
I do want to say that I love the aggressive play and the aggressive play call of this offense right now, as opposed to just doing what normally a team would do at midfield. That is a gutsy call, in my opinion, especially this early a game. With 8 minutes left in the first quarter of the first game of the season, Thunder offense pulling out the stops and going for it, which actually says a lot. I believe that they trust their defense that much. But the Quad City Raiders will now take over. At the Thunder 49. And they run the ball. Nice play there. Way to keep that ball inside. Unfortunately, I do not have a legible roster. So for those of you who are listening to me right now, I'm going to try.
D'Angelo Allison, the ball carrier, gained 1 yard to the 48-yard line. On the stop, number 27, Zach Peterson. Second down, 9 yards to go. Second and 9 for the Raiders with the ball at the
I can't even see the numbers. I was just handed an updated roster, which is fine. I'm going to try that.
Can you read it?
No. English. I can't see numbers. That's the bad part. I can't see their numbers hardly at all. It's bad enough when I've got to wear. Anyway, it's second down and 9. Another handoff. Brought down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss by number 25, Bolden.
D'Angelo Allison, the ball carrier, stopped for a loss of the play in the backfield by number 25, Jay Bolden.
What number was that running back?
34.
34. Got to say his name. D'Angelo Allison.
A loss of
Unfortunately.
2, 3rd down and 11.
Excellent
3rd down,
penetration by the
11,
Thunder defense that time, which essentially happened to the Thunder last time. It is now a 3rd down and 11 from midfield. Number 17 back to pass, and he is sacked. Rob Jones sacked by number 19. Is that Falk?
19. Yeah, it is. Jones sacked on the play. Read the sack on the play, number 19. Falk. A loss of 1 on the play.
This is very
4th
interesting.
Down, 12 yards to go for the Raiders.
Yep, 4th and 12. The Raiders are opting to punt once again and put the Thunder back down into their own territory deep. And we have, I believe,
Prior to the snap.
a flag on the field.
Penalty illegal substitution against the offense. 5-yard walk-off. Moves the ball to the 46-yard line of the Thunder. Repeat. 4th down.
Wait, who was that? What was that penalty?
Legal substitution. Illegal pledge of allegiance for those of you scoring at home.
An illegal substitution moves the ball up 5 yards, oddly enough. And the punt is up and takes a nice turn right out of bounds at the 19-yard line. And 19 and a half, 20. So the Thunder will take over once again on offense with 5:50 left in the first quarter. Let's see if they can get something going here. Maybe complete one of those deep passes just to get a little excitement going.
At the 21-yard line. 25 yards on the punt, no return. Correction, spot the ball at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the Thunder with the ball at their own 20-yard line.
Why are you doing that with the camera? Oh, man. Got a trips right formation. Fake. No, pass
4 on the catch.
to
Pass complete from G to number 4, Jalen Grace.
Jalen Grace. Young Mr. Jalen Grace. Did you see his hair?
8 yards on the gate.
He looks
7 down
totally
and 2.
different.
What's different about it?
Last time I saw him, he had shorter hair, and now he looks kind of like a man. Like he grew up. He's got like a mustache and stuff. Well, that was a nice gain for the Thunder. They now have a 2nd and 2, which opens up every option. Every option you need: pass, run, pass, run, pass. They opt to pass once again to Jalen Grace in the left flat. He's then tackled by number 24, Chad Odom.
That's complete. Grace on the catch. Gain for a Thunder. First down.
And that gives the Thunder
7-yard gain. First
their
and 10.
second first down of the game.
Thunder. Spot the ball at their own 35-yard line.
The worst part about this is trying to read these rosters and then trying to see the numbers on the field, and then the next play comes up and then blah, whatever. So if you are listening out there, you can see what's going on. Don't count on me to tell you what's going on, because it's tough. Once again, handoff to the right side. I think the Thunder's mixing it up well right now between the run and the pass. I think they're trying to keep that defense off balance. Very small gain, maybe a yard on that one, which brings up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of 1 yard on the run to the 36-yard line, second down and 9. For the stop on the play, to number 21, Josh Davis.
Yeah. Our PA announcer is crediting the stop to number 21, Josh Davis, the Quad City Raiders. I do like their uniforms. I just wish there was a little more contrast between the number and the jersey itself. I can see number 23 because he's right up here, like in my face. Stephen G tries to escape. There was pressure.
54.
And credit that sack to number 54, Stephen Darr, who took down
He is sacked on the
Stephen
play.
G.
Sack on the play to Steve Darr. A loss of 1 on the play brings up third down, 10 yards to go. Third and 10.
Yep, brings up a 3rd and long for the Chicago Thunder, the Joliet Thunder. You know what? I'm just going to leave the
Just say
first
Thunder.
part of it, and I'm
Just
going to
say
say
Thunder.
Thunder.
You know what? I was okay that I heard you. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm okay. I didn't do it. And then, yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. The Thunder have a 3rd and long. Hopefully they can get something going, and the sun just came out and went away. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. And the bell, oh no, the snap is dropped. Getting flushed out. Ball is thrown out of bounds. Wisely thrown out of bounds, I think. On a broken play like that, that is the smartest play.
Intended on the play for number 9.
Don't do anything silly with the ball. Don't throw it to the other team. Get it out of bounds unless you're absolutely positive you can make something of it. And unfortunately, the Thunder will now have a choice to make deep in their own territory. Shouldn't say deep, mildly deep in their own territory. I've been told that a punt may not be an option at this point simply because there may not be someone who can punt. I'll be right back. I'm going to go do this. And, oh, man.
When's the
Darrell.
last time you even picked up a ball?
I think this morning.
That's what I thought.
I sleep with one. Shut up. So,
Tracy sleeps with the other one?
oh, there's another timeout. Timeout.
Timeout on the field. Timeout charged
So, with a 4th and 10 in their own territory,
to the Raiders.
I believe the timeout was charged to the Raiders.
First quarter, as the Raiders first charged timeout.
I know exactly what they're saying right now. They're saying number 17 is not a punter, but he can run, so make sure they don't fake it.
Please excuse my camera adjustments here. We got here very late today.
Yep. This is the trial run, so. Well, the Thunder will, in fact, punt with Darrell King back to kick, and what number is that? Back there to receive. Well, I wouldn't have been so worried about that kick. I was more worried about the snap. However, it is a very nice punt by Darrell King. No return.
King's punt goes out of bounds.
Ball
at the
goes out of
35-yard
bounds, as you
line
can see,
of
at
Quad City. And that's where the Raiders
2:39
take over
left in the
first
first
and
quarter.
10.
I would say these two teams are feeling each other out at this point in time. However, I believe that it's probably more accurate to say that the Thunder is trying to find its own way let
they're-
alone
they're trying to find
feel
an
out the other
identity
team.
out there.
Yeah, it's hard to come into a game when you've had very little play time under your belt. What was it? One
Basically,
preseason game, which
one
was actually called
three-quarter.
early.
It was a one
Yeah.
preseason game that lasted 3 quarters.
Yeah, it's very hard to develop any type of chemistry. However, I've heard that the practices have been very productive, and very positive. So, this is the best time to grow, though, as a team during game play. So, the Raiders now take over 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line. They fake the handoff, and the QB keeper, the gain of 5.5 yards, which is number 17 for Rob Jones.
Rob Jones on the quarterback keeper goes to the 40-yard line after a 5-yard gain.
Brought down by a few Thunder players. A few Thunder players.
Second down, 5 yards to go. 2nd and 5 for the Raiders with the ball at their own 40-yard line.
We have 14 viewers. Thank you all for watching.
14. You guys are crazy. Don't you have anything better to do on Saturday?
I know. What's going on?
More clicks. More clicks. Now the 2nd and 5. 2nd down and 5 for the Raiders. Rob Jones takes a snap. He's back. Throws a nice quick pass over the top.
Completion.
And the defender fell down on the play. And unfortunately, for Thunder fans, it is now 6-0 Quad City Raiders. The touchdown catch by,
The offending player is
yes, number 82,
Rob Jones' pass is complete.
Jared
Fifth catch on the
Rickett.
play, number 82, Justin Fisher.
Justin Fisher
60
or
yards
Jared Rickett?
And a Raiders touchdown.
What, Justin Fisher? How'd you get fished? How'd you, wait,
I went down and asked him, Joe, you know me. I went down there and asked.
wait a minute.
I went down there pregame and I asked.
Even on the new roster, I got the wrong name. What was his name?
Justin Fisher.
Justin Fisher.
Justin Fisher.
Can you
Justin
tell?
Fisher.
Can you tell who the professional is?
I went down to the field and I asked.
Justin Fisher with the touchdown catch. And the kicker looks like a young Steve Gervis from this angle. Just thought I'd throw that in there.
16 down, 16
And
No good.
he kicks just like Steve Gervis, too.
Extra point attempt
That, my friends, is
is
football.
no good. John Bradmeyer off
With missing the
Bradmeyer
extra
on
point.
attempt. With
It
1:27
remains
to go
6-0
in the first quarter of the score.
Raiders
Quad City
with
Raiders
1:27
6,
left in the first quarter.
Joliet Thunder 0.
Now, this is really the first sign of adversity this team has faced. As a team,
In a year.
as a new team this season, down 6-0 in your first home game. Let's see how they react. Yeah, I mean, there's not much else you can do other than go out and just play ball, right?
Yep.
That's exactly what I think.
Drive for the Raiders was 2 plays, 65 yards, 1 minute, and 12 seconds. The
Scoring
touchdown
drive was
pass
2 plays,
caught
65
by
yards.
Fisher,
That sounds
thrown
like
by
a
Jones. Extra point attempt by Bradmeyer.
very efficient use
with
of
a low
time
blow.
and space, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. Yep. Well, Chicago Thunder is no longer, the Joliet Thunder is now what I will be saying from now on. The Thunder back to receive. Ball is kicked short. Bounces a couple of times. Pick up at the 20, 25. Take it to the 35-yard line.
I'm just waiting till he turns around.
11 or
31 on the 31. Kickoff by Bradmeyer was returned to the 35-yard line. 20 yards on the return. Got the return on the play to Dickerson. Got the stop on the play to number 34. Correction, 31. Richard Johnson. First and 10. The Thunder will take over at their own 35-yard line.
Well, it is now 1st and 10 for the Thunder.
Where are they from?
They're from Illinois. That I know. And then 1st and 10. Quick pass by the Thunder of Illinois. Yeah. Nice pass by
Pass is complete. Tried the catch on the play to
Stephen
Darian
G.
Patterson. Correction. Tried the catch on the play to B. Jackson.
yeah. Pass by Stephen G to Jackson for
A gain of
8 yards.
Second down and 2.
This is fun. Trying to learn names. You know, there was a day when I knew everybody. I mean everybody. Not just like football-wise, like everybody.
Nice
Handoff.
first down.
Excellent second effort. Second effort. I think with forward progress, he's probably going to have a 1.5 to 2 yard gain.
Yeah, they gave it to
Or
him.
actually past the first down marker. So 4 yard gain, actually, on that.
Who's on attack?
Oh, it looks like it might be 5 yard gain. Excellent second effort, though. That was
Number
not easy to
23,
do.
Spears, the ball carrier, gains enough for a Thunder first down. Spot the ball at the 47-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the Joliet Thunder with the ball at their own 47-yard line. I'm going to get it right.
It's another 1st and 10. See, I'm trying to switch up my glasses here. I've got distance ones, and I've got
Uh-oh.
readers. And if I wear my
That is
readers,
the end of the first quarter
and the first quarter ends.
with the score, the Quad City Raiders 6.
I'm not even paying attention to the scoreboard. Now I am. There it is. Beautiful, isn't it? This is Justin Timberlake and Queen Latifah.
You were insane.
I did not hear the horn go out. On the control panel for the scoreboard is the yellow
Well,
horn light.
it is 6-0. Quad City Railers. Railers. They take the train. They could be the Raiders. Railers.
But it is now. It is lit now. We just did.
Yeah.
Talk to him.
Well,
No.
we have in the booth.
Oh, we have Kevin Thomas,
Kevin Thomas.
in the booth here, but he refuses to speak on air.
It's a nice unexpected visit from Kevin Thomas here up in the boot. As the Joliet Thunder start the second quarter with the ball. It'll be a 1st down and 10. Down 6-0. I want to see. I believe they're heading south now, but I could be wrong. Yeah, because I'm an idiot. That's north.
Hey, geography's not on the test, Joe. Geography's not on the test.
All righty. Oh, no. Excellent penetration by the defensive line that time. Stopped that run before it could even get started.
21. I'm going to get it to 21 unless it's
We have another timeout.
Looks like there's a timeout.
Oh, we got a player down.
Possibly an injury timeout.
Ball carrier stopped for a loss on the play. Timeout on the field, official timeout.
Number 79 for the Thunder is down. That's Joe.
The Joe Law Lopez
Yes, it is. Joe Law Lopez.
taking a bunch of real estate on the ground over there. No. All kidding aside, I hate to see any player down, regardless of what color jersey that player is wearing. It's never good to see someone go down during battle. At this level of football, everybody has to work the following Monday, and some guys have to go to work right after the game. You never know.
And I think he's one of them, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that may be. I'm sure. I'm sure he's going to bounce up here any second.
Hey, if you're watching this at home, please do us a favor, or on your phone, watching it wherever, and share the link on your Facebook, because we would like to get as many people on here watching as possible. And if you are at home and you happen to have Comcast Xfinity, you can actually use your voice remote, the voice-activated remote, and just search for Joliet Thunder YouTube, and it will take you to our page, and you can click on the live broadcast, and you could watch this on your TV at home. We are broadcasting in HD, 720, 30 frames a second, so you can get to see this beautiful image on your HD TV at home. And also, if you're interested in sponsoring the Thunder in any way, shape, or form, either in print and here on YouTube, we can put up your logo. We can mention you on the air, like my company, which is Scouts Honor Productions. We're running this the whole program for cameras here. You can go to shpfilms.com or Scouts Honor Productions on Facebook, or Scouts Honor Productions on SHP TV on YouTube.
It's a nice plug.
Thanks. Did it fall out? I'm sorry. Oh, there it is. I got it.
No, as Ivan was saying, though, if you'd like to support the team in any way, shape, or form, we even take volunteers at games. If you wanted to come on out, handle some of the game day
And
operations, such as yard markers, first down markers.
And hey, if you do decide to volunteer, we will only charge you half price at the gate.
Yes, and double to leave.
And double to leave.
That's how it goes.
There is an exit charge at today's game, so if you leave before the fourth quarter is over, you will have to pay to get out of the stadium.
Unless, of course, you have chicken. Then,
Ooh, chicken?
yes, then, if and only if you have chicken, will you be allowed to
Oh,
stay
my goodness. We have,
longer.
We have a mascot sighting.
Yes, I do see that.
I don't know who that is, but he is furry.
Yeah. Not sure.
That is Coach Fish.
I know
he's
it's
talking
not.
to.
I know it's not Thunder great Gary Hale, because that man almost has no hair left. So that's definitely not him.
It's definitely not Gary.
No.
He's too tall to be
no.
Gary, too.
Unfortunately, it looks like this injury may be a tad bit more serious
Number 79, Joe La Lopez. Let's give him a
than
round
we
of
originally
applause.
thought. Teammates are trying to help him up. I think the cart is more for effect than anything. It doesn't look like they can kind of help him with that cart. Oh, actually, they are getting him to the back of the cart. Now they're getting him to the side of the cart.
This one,
Yeah.
of all the positions we have on this team, offensive line is the shallowest.
You know, unfortunately, I think that's a going theme in minor league
Sure
football altogether. It's hard to, keep offensive linemen once you do find them, but it's even harder to find a core of offensive linemen because it's just a depleted position, I think, across this level of football. I mean, take it from one retired one up here in the booth. It's not easy to play every single game in that position, in the pit, because unfortunately that's where a lot of junk happens. All that mess that you hear so many stories about. Well, Joe La Lopez is over to the sideline now. Hopefully the young man's going to be okay. Looks like he's in a little bit of pain,
He
though.
does look like he's wincing quite a bit.
Yes, he is. Unfortunately,
Ball will move back
that's
to
also
the
part of the game.
44-yard line. Second down, 13 yards to go for the Thunder with the ball at their own 44-yard line.
It is a second down and 13 yards for the Thunder at their own 44-yard line. I am just actually doing this job repeating what our PA announcer says, and I love it. Oh, no.
Sack. Give it to both of them.
Yep, Stephen G.
45 and
down.
18.
Let's see if I can find these names. By number 18, and I've got a name here, Devin Davis.
Number 6, Stephen G. is sacked on the play. Got the sack on the play to number 45, Tyron Smith.
Tyron Smith.
Number 18, Devin Davis.
Yes!
Lost back to the 37-yard
I got it
line.
right.
Bring up third down.
That was a very big loss.
What is that,
Big
about
loss for the Thunder
third
offense.
and 20?
Which essentially eliminates the sneaky run play. Unless, of course, You've got some old school NFL guy calling the offense who believes a draw might be working really well in this situation.
Nope, Tony Patek is not down there.
No, he's not. He's actually retired from everything except for sunglass hunting. Oh,
Well, you don't see that often.
wow.
The safety came over and hit him and fell down, and the receiver kept running.
Well, I think it was also a tad bit unnecessary. a hit.
I think he was trying to hold back. And that's why he fell.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think one of the things that we try to preach at this level is also safety. So, and when you are a safety, you have to think about safety so you can safely
Don't kill a guy
play a
unless you
safe
have
game.
to.
Right. Yeah. Well, now, yes. I mean, if you killed someone because you don't have to now, it just,
Yeah, that's terrible.
I mean, it means you
It's
got
inefficient.
true. Back to punt once again, Darrell King for the Thunder. And they almost got him last time because of the high, droopy snap. This snap was a lot better. And King keeps the ball, and he's now running. He's got the first down. Ooh. That was a
game. That was a
crazy-
touchdown saving tackle right there.
That's a 22 or 23-yard gain on a fourth down. Looks like we have
Do we have a flag?
actually a flag on that sideline.
But there is a flag on the play.
Traveling.
Legal formation against the
Did he call 3 seconds in the lane?
He
I'm not
called
sure.
traveling. Who traveled on that, man? LeBron ain't here. No, there was an illegal formation or illegal. Isn't that the illegal procedure?
That's a legal procedure. Penalty a legal procedure against the offense. Moves the ball back to the 32-yard line. Retry, fourth down.
Yep. All in all, it'll still be fourth down. 5 yards back, 5 yards more,
You think he'll run again?
which is a dig yourself a deeper hole. One thing I'd like to see is
Oh, they moved the down marker, the first down marker.
okay.
Well, all righty then.
That's okay.
They're new.
Yard off.
Bring it back. Bring it back more. No.
Yeah.
They're a yard off.
So who do we have snapping here?
Number 37.
Green. Number 37, Green. Put your butt down and shoot that ball. And it was bounced. Oh, no.
That's all you could do with it.
It's a very, very little blocking there. And is that Sean Bell? No, okay. I can't see that number.
Out of punt formation, tackle for a loss on the play, back to the 15-yard line. Loss of 17. Ball goes over on down. Quad City will take over first and 10. First and 10 for the Raiders with the ball at the Thunder 15.
You know, when I heard them in practice say that they were going to fake a bad snap, I didn't think they meant it.
Well,
I didn't think they meant it.
you got to, I mean, if you're going to fake the bad snap, you got to
Yeah.
fake it. You can't do it and then
Yeah,
go,
he did it. He went too far with the fake.
You didn't expect me to bad snap it.
For reals.
Well, the Thunder defense now has its back against the wall.
I thought it was 32. Was I wrong? 32.
Back against the wall at the 15-yard line.
He went off the field. That's the only
The
way.
ball is handed off to the right side. And the tackle made. Tackle made by Mayo.
Is the biggest
Uh-oh.
guy out there in the back.
Somebody looks like they got a cramp.
And then we've got another, unfortunately, another offensive lineman down. This time a Raider.
Official timeout.
He's on the turf.
He was standing up and just keeled
We do
over.
have another timeout on the field with 12:26 left in the second quarter or first half, however you'd like to say it. Unfortunately, things are not working out to the advantage of the Thunder right now. However, an unofficial timeout, nice time to regroup. I guess technically you're not supposed to meet with your coach on the sideline during an injury timeout, are you?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think there's maybe not necessarily at this point in the game, but I believe maybe it's within 2 minutes. There's also a runoff depending on which team has the ball and which team gets hurt. It's crazy. all these stupid rules. They should just let us
Just
run
do whatever
around
we
the-
want.
Yeah, like F everything.
I would
and
com-
start
I
just
would-
slapping each other.
I
on
would
the
totally play with a
butts.
hammer. I would play with a
A
hammer.
hammer?
I would.
That's your weapon of choice.
I
would like to get one of those batons, the asp baton that kind of retracts and stuff.
Oh yeah, like the
dual wield.
one in each hand.
Yes.
Is that what they call you, Dooley?
No.
No.
Let's not go there.
right.
Let's give him another round of applause.
All right. At this point in time, I'm not so sure these guys are actually in pain. I think they just want to ride the cart.
It is a nice cart. I was in it.
It is. Surely I jest. Injuries are nothing to make light of. I don't have anything to follow up with that. I was just saying.
You were being sincere. I didn't want to step on it.
Ivan gave me the look like, are you done?
Are you done?
Are you done talking? He goes, back to the play, everybody.
My goodness, we are up to 24 viewers. I
Back
don't
to
know what's
play.
going on.
So now it is a 2nd down and 8 at the, is it the 13-yard line? Yuck. Thunder defense has to come up big here. Ooh, the pitch out. Oh, very physical run. A lot of people hit him on that one. It's a gain of about 3-4 yards.
36 and whoever's getting up now. 3.
Taken down by a host of Thunder players, in my opinion. However, that was a tough run.
Yeah, it was not a cakewalk.
I wish I can give you a number, but I just can't see the number.
Run on the play by Allison.
By number 34.
Frazier.
Number 34, D'Angelo Allison with the carry.
And Mayo
A physical run.
Third down.
Remind me of a young Bob Sharampus.
Ooh, very young.
Very young. Like before he played with the Thunder. Just kidding if you're listening, Bob. Here we go with a 3rd down, short. Right inside the 10-yard line, right at the 9-yard line, actually.
17 to pass.
And the quick slant across the middle for a Raiders touchdown. That play is so hard to defend as a corner because if you play outside leverage,
Jones' pass
he's coming underneath. If you play inside leverage, it's a fade to the corner. You've got to be on top of your
for
game.
9 yards. And a Raiders
I think the best
touchdown.
play, honestly, in that situation is you have to be as physical as you can with the receiver. You cannot give any cushion, especially if you're inside the 10. There's no way you should give a cushion. You should be right in his face, hands up, right in his chest, break him off his pattern, give that defensive line a little bit of time to get to that quarterback, and if they can at that point, well, you can't hold him too long. So, the Raiders are going for 2. See if they can make it a 14-0 lead on the Thunder. It's an untimed down and another slant. Another quick slant.
Yeah, he was wide open in that one, too.
Right. There seemed to be a little miscommunication there on the defense. But again, this team is learning to play together. So let's not be too hard on them. So now the score is 14-0. 14-0. Raiders
2 points
with
into the first
10:50
pass,
left
caught by number
in the first
19,
half.
Devlin Brooks, with 10:50 remaining to go in the second quarter, the score.
And again, it's another situation. Even though it's an extra point, if you're playing an inside-out coverage, because they had 2 receivers to this side, and even if you're playing an inside-out coverage, you have to be tight. You have to be tight, not allow your man to release so freely into the end zone that way. And I bet that's what our defensive coordinator, Coach Mike, is down there telling them right now. You guys need to be just a little more physical in the red zone with your receivers. But this is a young team. These guys are going to learn. They're going to learn on the fly. And sometimes that's the best way to learn, is by doing. So now, with a 14-0 lead, the Raiders will kick off to the Thunder. Back deep is that Jalen Grace?
I believe it is number 4.
Yeah, and some other guy over there.
Some other guy on the other
Yeah,
side.
there's a guy over there.
26 is the other guy.
What's his name?
Number 26, Earl.
Young Mr. Earl. Both back deep to receive. I have a feeling it's not going to go that deep, though. Yeah.
At the 18.
Picked up kind of short at the 18-yard line. A couple of nice moves. Unfortunately.
23.
Wow. That was actually a pretty heads-up play just now.
I saw that.
Pretty heads-up play by
Number 11.
Dickerson. He landed on top of the defender. The referees did call him down. However, he still tried to sell it. He got up and tried to run away from it.
Play to the whistle.
Yep, they did call him down, but that's a heads-up and smart play by a young player. I think he's young. I don't know him. I'm going to talk to him
I
after
think
the
he's
game.
48.
He's 48?
I think he's 48.
All right,
Line,
sweet.
kickoff return.
So you're saying I got one more year left in me?
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. I got a couple months. I better get going. That's bad. Be a 48-year-old old fat white guy this year instead of just like a 47-year-old old fat white guy.
I was a 48-year-old fat white guy
First
last
and 10. First and 10 for the Joliet Thunder.
year. Hey, you got it right.
Yes, I did. I read it this time. Little delayed handoff up the middle. Oh, heck of a run. That was a nice couple of moves there for Spears.
3 on the carry. Who's the slot? Thank you. Number 23, Spears, the ball carrier.
Spears, the ball carrier,
He stopped at the 30-yard line.
tackled
A
by
gain of 7 on
number
the run,
45,
second down and 3.
Tyron Smith.
On the stop, number 45, Tyron Smith.
I'll get the hang of this. Oh, by the way, that was a really nice run there. He had one more tackler to beat, and I think he would have had a very large gain. Don't know if he would have gone all the way, but heck of a run. It's now second down and 7, or second down and 3. Blah.
Oh, just missed him.
Ooh. Stephen G was
That's
actually
incomplete.
hit
Brings up 3rd down.
right as he released the ball there. But bounced right back up. They are giving him a couple of love taps after he throws the ball, but so far he's still standing in there. When he's got to step up, he's been stepping up and throwing. And Stephen G, that's a young man like I was talking about on our weekly radio show, by the way. What day is our radio show going to be this week, Ivan?
I have no idea.
I think we're looking at Wednesday or Thursday, if I'm not mistaken.
I hope so.
I'll confirm. We'll put it up on the Facebook page, but we will be doing the radio show. And as we talked about Stephen G, stand up young man. Great individual. So glad he's running the Thunder team right now. And speaking of Stephen G,
First down.
he takes off.
Oh, are we going to get a flag on that?
He looked
Nope.
like he wanted to pass. He had nothing. The pressure came from the right side again. He was flushed left and actually picked up the first down.
43 on the stop. Number 6, Stephen G is scored to the sidelines by number 43, George Hofflinger, but not before the Thunder pick up a first down. First and 10.
First and 10.
Joliet Thunder.
Joliet
The ball
Thunder.
is at the 36-yard line.
And I was looking in the stands, by the way, and I see some more Thunder greats.
Yes.
George Sierra. I see a Ronnie Williams, number 5. I see you 5. Got a, Jimmy James. Nice. So many Thunder people in the...
All sitting with Mr. Kevin Thomas.
Yes. They probably right now are making a pact. We're going to come back now, right? I got to go because I got to go with them. So now, first and 10 for the Thunder. G back to pass. Nice quick pass over the middle. Quick pass over the middle to Mr. Curry.
I believe. Oh, he's just short of the first down.
Ooh. I think that was a bad spot. Actually, it's right on
It's
the line.
right on the line.
Right on
oh,
the line.
he's giving
I
it to
believe
him.
they gave him the first
They
down.
gave him the first down.
It's an excellent catch and run. Right over the middle. In traffic there. That is a tough area to catch the ball.
Good for 10 yards and a Thunder first down.
Another first down.
First and 10 for the Joliet Thunder with the ball at their own 46-yard line.
So now, this is more comfortable territory for this offense. This is where they kind of hovered around most of the first quarter. I think we're going to see another run play here just to keep that defense honest. Keep those defensive linemen off of Steven. As I predicted, a sweep to the right side.
And they're going to give him 4 yards, 3 yards.
Yep. And this is the one I can't tell what his name is at all.
Is that
Clella.
Ball carrier spots the
Oh.
49-yard line and goes out there.
I believe we call him Sola.
Sola?
I think his first name is Sola.
All right. Well, if that's Sola with a nice
What
game.
number? Number 2?
Yes.
Timeout on the field.
Yep.
Charge for the Joliet
Number
Thunder.
2.
That's their second charge timeout with 8 minutes and 2 seconds remain to go in the second quarter.
So now, second and
2nd and 7.
7. Second down and 7. Thunder call a timeout. Want to make sure that they get in the huddle and, tell the offensive line, hey guys, it's up to you now. With Joe La Lopez nursing a knee at this moment, it's time for someone to step up. I'm sure they're getting words of wisdom from offensive coordinator Carlos Craig. This is what you need to do. This is how you need to play. Keep it going and give your man some time. And with 8 minutes left in the first half, there's plenty of time for them to put one up on the board. And with a receiver like Darrell King, that can happen in one single play. I'm actually going to predict a 51-yard touchdown.
I've seen him score 14 points on one play. I have. Yeah.
Isn't it crazy how he can run into the end zone, back out, and
like
back in before anybody even
It's like
gets
some
close
kind
to
of
him?
weird, like time travel.
And you can hear like the
thing.
pinball.
The lights flicker. There's lightning. He leaves a trail of fire. It's insane.
Speaking of Darrell King, he's actually over here playing the X.
Oh.
Far on the outside to the left. And the horn just blew.
Don't know why.
I think that was Tony Patak blowing his nose. Oh, no.
First down? Nope.
He's going to be short
Got him.
by about 1.5 yards. So
Got
2
about
yards
8.5.
short. So it's going to be a 3rd down and 2. 3rd down and 2. Stephen G was back to pass. However, once again, felt pressured. Made a nice gain of it. And
G on the scramble, Smith on the stop. Calling a gain of 5. 3rd down, 2 yards to go. 3rd and 2 for the Thunder with the ball at the Raider 46-yard line.
so the Thunder is across midfield. Across midfield.
7 minutes and 24 seconds left.
Yeah, like I said, plenty of time. I do believe that they were looking for DK.
They were. They were.
looking for DK on that play. Another pitch out to number 2. Sola.
Sola. I believe that's him.
Yep. If
Wait.
not,
Carrier is number 2. He
Let
gains
me get a better look at him.
Thunder, first down.
let's see if anybody's paying attention on the sideline. Perhaps I can get his actual name.
At the Raider 40-yard line.
Spell his last name for me. Sorry, Joe can only text without
I
talking.
can't. No,
He
I
cannot
can't
text and
actually.
talk.
I can't read. Someone wrote this down, and I can't read it. Yeah, I can't read it. I read every other one pretty okay, except for one that was like Florence. Anyway, first down and 10 for the Thunder at the 40. Handoff up the middle to number 23, Spears.
No, he only got one
me,
on that?
And that reminds me of.
He only got 1 yard on
Here's the
that.
ball carrier. Patterson on the stop. Gain of 1 to the 39-yard line, 2nd down.
Patterson on the stop.
I think they shorted him about 5 yards on that run.
You know, he was leaning forward. I thought he actually had more as well. I was looking at the 38-yard line, not so much the 39, but obviously that's where his knee touched. The referee's closer than I am. I can't see anything anyway, so it doesn't matter. You never know how much you really need your eyes till they broke.
Lateral.
Ooh, a quick pass into the flat from Stephen G to
33 on the stop this time.
Ooh, for a loss.
yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, loss of 2 on that. Looks like a loss of 2 for Mr. Spears.
Spears takes the backward pass in the
Do you think young Mr. Spears will get us some
loss of
beers?
the play back to the 41-yard line to bring a 3rd
That did look like a dangerous pass. That looked like it was a lateral.
Logan Larson.
Yeah, that's a judgment call, obviously, for a referee. Luckily, he caught it and attempted to get back at least to the line of scrimmage. Was stopped a little bit short. Now with the 3rd and 11, let's see if they can make something happen here. I think they should change it up. I think they should actually switch Terrell King maybe into the slot and motion him and give him a running start. Oof. That was a nice catch, but a low, hard hit.
Oh,
and
got a
we've got
guy
a
down.
defender down. He is actually,
Oh, he's moving now.
oof, man, he was not
Yeah.
moving for a second there.
Not
What number is he?
Not an inch. I can't see a number.
Yeah, I couldn't see it. He was on this side in the first quarter.
Yeah, he was.
Unfortunately, he did have his head down, but everything, a couple of defenders were converging on the receiver at that point in time.
He might have got kicked in the head.
Looks like that's Willie Williams down on the ground. So, yeah, unfortunately, we've seen that happen quite a bit, too, where guys are coming in, you're a little off balance, you're not in a proper tackling technique or a proper tackling stance, and you kind of throw your body and unfortunately throw caution to the wind. Next thing you know, you've got your neck down, you hit at the wrong angle. He did roll over on under his own power. So he's moving his hands. He's asking for help to stand up right now, which is good. So hopefully this young man also is okay. I thought that bug was on the inside of this place.
It's called a press box.
Yeah, this big room we're in. An air-conditioned press box.
Oh, it's nice.
I
Remember to
know. Uh,
turn it off?
It's cold in here. I was going to go get my jacket at halftime.
I'll turn off the air conditioner if you like.
I was going to go get my jacket. I'm glad I wore underwear today.
I'm not.
Give him a
So-
round of applause, everybody.
Williams is actually being helped off the field. He looks to be a little groggy. Hopefully he'll be okay. What is the concussion protocol of the MSFL? Is there one at this point in time? Or do we just adhere
Oof.
to the NFL
Don't know.
rules?
Illinois state law.
Ah. So we do have to adhere to Illinois state law.
The gain of
As it
9
pertains to
on the previous
concussions.
pass play. It'll bring up 4th down and 2 yards to go for the Joliet Thunder with the ball at the Quad City
All right.
32-yard
Well,
line.
back to play. With a 4th and 2. Hopefully the Thunder can extend this drive with just over 4 minutes left in the first half. Extend the drive and hopefully put some points up on the board. Bring them one step closer. And luckily, they deferred the first half.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
Was there a flag?
I don't see
No flag.
any flags, but Ivan, I caught the same thing you did.
Yep.
It looked like there was a little bit of
Direct snap to number 2.
two different people moving at the same time. However,
First down.
it looks like the Thunder has a first down.
First and 10 for the Thunder with the ball at the Raiders 29-yard line.
So with just about 3.5 left in the first, in the first half, that is, the Thunder do get a first down. They're at the 29-yard line. I think they got away with one.
I think they
I
did
just
too.
think there was a little bit of two guys moving at the same time on that play. The referees didn't see it, and unfortunately, there's no review here unfortunately for the Raiders.
Neener, neener, neat. No, I'm just kidding.
Ball is snapped
Oh.
and batted down as Stephen G. went to throw.
Steven G's pass is
And that, my friends,
King
you
leads
young
at
defenders,
receiver.
young defensive linemen, that is why you put your hands up. And I don't know if you caught that at the end of that play as the teams were going back to their huddles. A couple of players on opposing sides gave each other a nice low five, as in, hey, nice play. Love to see that sportsmanship on the field. That always makes for a better experience in the long run.
Makes for a good bar experience at the end of the night.
Yeah. Or the parking lot behind the
Parking
field.
lot, yeah.
Yeah. Not on high school ground field. That would be off campus. So now it's a 2nd and 10 from the 29 for the Thunder.
Oh,
man.
good defensive play.
That was a very nice defensive play.
Was it number 8 or number 6?
Yes, let's say them both.
Number 6.
So number 6, Leonard Smith.
That was a really nice play.
Or Darian Patterson, number 8.
That was number 6. I'm looking
No.
at him. Watch your monitor. Look at
So
your
I've got-
monitor.
Yep, I've got Leonard Smith. That's the name I have, but it says wide receiver. on
Number
there.
6.
But that's okay. He's playing DB today, and that was an excellent play. Although I've seen Darrell King make those catches on deflected balls as well in the end zone.
Yeah. He has quite a reputation as a good wide receiver.
You know, he's actually an excellent deep threat. I wish he had a little more weight on his body.
Give him bigger pads.
Yeah. Back to pass.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Hate to say it, but I think you got to lay out for that
Yeah,
one.
I think you're right. I think that's a pass that you've at least got to make a better attempt at.
Mm-hmm.
It did look though that when he came out of his break, is that Jackson?
Yes.
And when Jackson came out of his break, I don't know if he expected the ball to be there so quickly, or he was strictly running his pattern the way he practiced it, as opposed to an in-game adjustment, maybe shorten it up a little bit, skinny it up.
Yep.
So now we have another timeout
Time on the field. Charge
by the Chicago, by the
Oh.
Joliet Thunder. Damn, I was doing
Joliet
so good. I
Thunder.
almost didn't have any in the second quarter. That's it.
All right, come here. Let me kick you.
Ouch.
Come on.
No touching. No touching. Joliet Thunder with their third and final timeout of the first half with 3 minutes left. I think what you're looking at here is you're going to get the 2-minute warning, so you take your last timeout now, hopefully make some progress toward the goal line, and hopefully get that first score of the 2018 season, regular season, under your belt.
We are going to go blank for a moment here. We will be right back. And we're back.
And we're back, everybody. Thank
Hi,
you so
everybody.
much for everybody coming out to the game tonight. Joliet Thunder hosts of the Quad City Raiders, man.
Is that heavy metal? Harry Carey?
No, that's the drunk Will Ferrell, Harry Carey.
Oh, no, you're right. You're absolutely right. You're right. Which oddly sounds like a heavy metal version.
Alrighty.
Ooh, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The Joliet Thunder have the ball at the 29-yard line. It's 4th down, and they're going for it once again.
What
And
the hell is that?
That's the horn actually tells whenever you
oh my goodness,
timeout.
that is a lofty pass.
Did he catch that?
A lofty pass, almost intercepted. Once again, Darrell King turned into
That's incomplete.
a defender and made a very nice play to keep the ball out of the hands of the defender,
First and 10. First and 10.
number
Raiders
8,
the ball on their own 29-yard
Leonard
line.
Smith. And unfortunately, that's a turnover on downs. So it looks as if, unless something great happens on defense, that the
And that's a
Thunder-
possibility.
absolutely a possibility.
Yeah, we have a very good defense, actually.
Yeah, I know it goes to the automatic clock, especially for the timeout. If you have the timeout, it'll be-
I think you're going to see a lot of running the ball here in this situation. So I texted our head coach
because every time you take it the timeout, it
asking him the correct name for number 2. I've not heard back yet. I'm going to run down at halftime and squeeze him, make him tell me. So that was the 1st and 10. Now heading south. The Quad Cities team. And they drop back to pass. Oh, and he was absolutely smashed. And that was a late flag.
We have a flag on the
However,
play. I think it was a good one.
I think it was good. I have to agree with that.
He bumped him about 10 yards
Yep.
down.
Actually, he was holding his hand all the way down as well.
Oh,
it
was
wasn't
he?
just a bump, yes. Last name is Scott.
Pass interference, the call against
Yep.
the defense. Spot foul gives the Raiders 1st and 10.
That
First and
was
10 for
a
Quad City with
legitimate
the
pass
ball
interference.
at their own 49-yard line.
However, not sure if anybody else saw it, but the quarterback took one heck of a hit
Oh, did he?
at the end of that play. As he let the ball
is
go,
that Nick Brown?
he was crushed. And no, the name have Rob Jones.
No. Okay, you said I believe it. There's a penalty, so it's just not, but I managed.
Oh, we got some movement.
There was
Got some
definitely
movement. We're shooting right down the line, so we saw it.
In the neutral zone.
was that a neutral zone infraction on the defense,
It looks.
or was he drawn off by a movement on the offensive
There you
side?
go. There's your answer. I believe
Well,
the
by the way
offensive.
the referee is facing, he's turning around now. He doesn't know what he's looking. He's like, I had Cheetos in my pocket. I don't know what happened.
The offensive lineman was
this
just
way?
reacting to the defensive lineman.
Walking this way. Here we go, guys. 5 yards. Move it down. All right, right here. Good. Oh, yeah. I forgot to flush my toilet before I left. That referee does not look like he wants to be there. He's actually looking. He's like, this is crap. Oh, yeah. As long as they don't run in the middle. Cripes.
It really hurts.
Yeah. And unfortunately, it's a 1st and 5 for the Raiders at the Chicago Thunder 46. The Joliet Thunder 46. The Thunder 46.
Was that 8?
Wow.
I'm gonna say gang tackle.
I think, I'm just saying, this play right here, who's our number 52? Who's our homie?
Oh, that's the guy wearing number 52.
Who's the guy wearing number 52?
Oh, the guy with the jersey.
I don't
with
have
the
a
number
name.
52 on it.
I don't have a name. However, he went past the offensive tackle so quickly
2-minute warning
that
has been issued. Loss on the previous
I
play,
actually
1 yard.
thought that maybe he left before the ball was snapped. But then when I adjusted my eyes, I realized the ball was actually at the quarterback, and that right tackle did not
Raiders
move.
have 2 timeouts remaining.
So here we are, 2-minute warning.
Their timeouts for the first half.
The Thunder are down 14-0. And, yeah, I was hoping to see them get a quick strike over here on the offensive side.
Oh, we lost a viewer.
Did we?
We're at 23. What is
the
going on?
heck? Oh, no. Does that mean if we have 23 viewers, does that mean Tony pulls his shirt off and dances on the
I
sideline?
think so, yeah. That was his old
Uh-huh.
number, 23. Speaking of him, is that him on the sideline there?
That is.
There he is.
That is.
With Jimmy Law?
Right. I wouldn't get too close because you might get a reflection off his forehead.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd be careful with that.
I am shocked to see any kind of a sleeve on his shirt.
Yeah, I think his wife made him throw away the sleeveless ones.
Oh, that's right. He has fashion now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw one of his Facebook posts. I hit like. He said he was ready for his vacation in Mexico, and all he showed was like 13 pairs of sunglasses. And I was like, I guess he's going to that kind of resort. You just need sunglasses. Sorry. Got a 2nd down and 6 now for the Raiders, with 2 minutes left. And back to pass is Mr. Jones. Pressure came from the outsides. Unfortunately, nothing up the middle. And he's got a huge gain. And there's an argument here. There was actually a low block to the back of the legs of a defender. I don't know how you can argue that.
Rob Jones, the quarterback keeper, gains enough for the first down.
However,
There is, however,
because he was arguing it, number one,
the sea of green.
there was the foul for the block, and I believe there's going to be an unsportsmanlike on him for taking off his helmet and yelling at the referee.
Wait, was
You
that on a
cannot do
Thunder
that.
player? Or on a
That's
Raider?
actually, no, on the defender.
Raider infraction.
And I believe it's
Here we go.
Chad Odom. I think. So you're going to see. So, yeah, we've got a chop block. So maybe it was to the side of the leg. However, it was below the knee.
Shot block against
And an
the
unsportsmanlike.
offense. That is the first warning. Also, dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against the offense. 15 additional yards moves the ball back to the Raiders' 33-yard
Oh,
line.
why are they moving the first down marker?
I don't know why. They're inexperienced,
And
unfortunately.
yeah, I can't really.
Yeah.
They're not professional.
Yeah, well, yeah, because
They're
actually
volunteers.
they're volunteers from our sideline. So
Well,
we
even
have to
if they
cut
were,
them
it
slack.
doesn't
I
matter
don't
where
think
they're-
they've. However, that referee on that side of the field seems to have his all of his marbles because he's keeping them honest, and he did have it marked,
On that spot.
so he's doing pretty good. And that's a huge penalty. Look at that loss of yardage there. So what are we, a second down and 25, 6?
It should be third down because that was a dead ball foul.
Whoa, where are you guys going?
The helmet take off the dead ball.
What are they? What are they? What are they? Should. How, where are they?
What is going on?
Oh, so he did have the first at the time of the
Oh,
infraction.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it
That's
was.
right.
I thought he was short.
That's right. He did have the first down, and then
Okay.
during
So
the
it's
dead
a
ball.
first and 10.
Yeah.
It's like resetting, going back in time, starting over.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we can get a little pressure here. First and 10 for
I'm
the
waiting for a
Raiders.
big play by the defense.
Me too. Like an interception right here. Nope. That's not going to happen.
But he's tackled immediately.
Right. And just need a little Urlacherism and
Maybe
pull
a
that ball
loss
out
of a
and go
half
the
a
other way.
yard.
So is that 12 on the tackle or 25 on the tackle?
25 on the tackle. Who caught that ball? I did not see it.
I didn't see it either.
25 on the tackle.
What number?
That's Mr. Bolden.
Works for me.
I have a different 82 than you guys have. Boo. I'm a Jared Rickett.
No gain on the previous play. Second down and 10.
So we'll do it over again. 0 gain on that play. The defense came up big there. Quickly got to the ball. Once again, pass it to the flat. And and Zach Peterson with the tackle, I think.
Pass complete. Got the catch on the play to Rashad
Yeah,
Lablette. Number
Rashad
34,
Labdell.
Black on the stop.
No
Got
idea.
the third down.
I'll take your word for it. It's what it sounds. That's what it
Yeah,
looks
Rashad
like.
Labdell with a catch. Brought down by a host of Thunder tacklers. And here we are with a third and a 10.5. Third and 10.5.
Did he
Ball's
throw it?
thrown short. Ball is thrown short. I don't believe there should be any flags on
I
that
did
play.
not see it.
Everybody's kind of looking around like what happened, but it was just a short pass. One bounce. I think that's only 75 points. So
Pass is incomplete. Will bring up fourth down.
if we're playing 500, that is.
I saw him pump once, and then I lost track of the ball.
He pumped it.
He pumped it.
He pumped it and trod it.
Did he throw it on the first pump, or did he pump and throw?
I think he pumped and true. And we've got 1 second left on the clock. 1 second to run off before this first half has come to an end. And unfortunately, the good guys are down.
Quarterback takes a knee.
14-0.
And that's the end
And
of the
as the
first
Raiders
half.
kneel, the first half of the game is officially in the books with the Joliet Thunder down 14-0 to the Quad City Raiders.
Wildcat Stadium.
And for those of you who are listening at home or watching at home, you're probably going to see the scoreboard for the next 12 minutes because we're not going to say anything.
we're
And
gonna-
I have to go get some names.
I'm gonna get a hot dog. Maybe go to the bathroom.
There's no hot dog here.
No-
Out in the
yeah,
suburbs.
we got some.
No, hot dog.
They
You
got
said
hot
Doug.
dog. Did I say
hot
dog?
Dogs? Hot Dogs
Oh, I
is
hate that.
closed.
I hate when I do that.
Well, we shall return after the half. Hold tight, everyone. If you're sitting at home, chilling out, listening to the game, it's a work in progress, so we do appreciate you sticking with us. Try to give you the best information we can. And fortunately, this is a video broadcast, so you can also see for yourself what's going on in the field. So I'm trying not to be radio guy. However, I'm wondering if that might work better if I just
might be.
say exactly what's going on
Might be.
while it's happening. So I think I might try. My problem is names. So I'm going to go get some rostered names that I don't have, hopefully. Clarification on who
Hey,
our
and,
number 2 is. And we'll be back in
12 minutes.
11:50.
Yeah, 12 minutes right there.
Sounds
11:55.
All
And
right.
we, you can also go backwards on the DVR. The YouTube does offer the DVR, so you can.
Ooh.
Or I should say, I
Do you have to be a subscriber to get
No.
the DVR option? Or
no.
can you just
On this broadcast, I actually turned on the DVR option, so you can actually go back and watch a few of those plays again if you want.
There you go.
Just remember to come back in 12 minutes. 11 and a half.
Yes. See you soon.
Okay, I am back with 15 seconds left in the half. At halftime, I mean. Not sure where Joe is, as I see him walking into the press box now. So we are back in the booth. Oh, Joe had to go get something else. He'll be right back. All right, the truth is, Joe is panting like he's having a heart attack over here.
Well, the thing is, they got these little stairs.
And it's more than two.
Yeah. And the elevator's broken.
You forgot how to levitate?
No, actually, I just cracked myself up because you've ever seen that Facebook video with the guy asking his girlfriend, you order a large pizza.
No.
Would you rather have it cut into
Oh, can we
8
turn off the
pieces
lights, please? Thank you,
or
guys.
16 pieces? Which one would you prefer? And she says 8 pieces. He says, why? She's like, because there's no way I could eat 16 pieces. He's like, okay. And he laughs. She's like, what? That's my feeling on the stairs. I was like, why do there gotta be so many of them? Even if they cut them in half and made them just a size bigger, I'd still be dying. So
I am almost embarrassed for you, except I was huffing and puffing myself.
yeah, I was up close to the jerseys just now, and even though there is black trim, it's very fine trim on these white jerseys with silver numbers. So it's still hard to read. So the kick to the Thunder. Kick very deep, taken at the 7. Ooh, nice block.
Can you get another one?
Uh-oh.
Got one man to beat.
And he doesn't beat him.
Wow. Nice play. Excellent run and excellent tackle. That was an exciting football play just now.
Allen on the return from his own 7-yard line brings it into Raider territory. Chris Stuff on the play to number 19, Brooks. First and 10 for the Joliet Thunder with the ball at the Raider 40-yard line.
By the way, I do have clarification. Number 2 is Shola.
Shola, my fault.
And his last name, I'm not even going to try.
Nope, don't.
So, Shola. I had it down on the field, but that's okay. Oh. So that was number 10 that ran that ball back, correct?
I do not know.
I could ask our PA announcer. Was that number 10 that returned that?
I thought that was, hang on. Oh, jeez, I said it and I forgot it. I'll come back to you. Stand by.
21 or 10? Okay. Never mind. First and 10. Ball is handed off to Shola, who takes it off the right side. Gets a gain of about 6, possibly 7. An excellent game, by the way.
Yeah,
Dipping and dodging.
he had a guy in his face in the backfield.
Yep. Unfortunately, as we alluded to, or actually we didn't allude to, we talked directly about, in the first half, the Thunder offensive line right now is very thin as far as depth. And
Yes.
the starters
figuratively
who were
speaking.
here, yes, figuratively
Figuratively speaking, they're very thin.
the starters who are here, one of which is actually now injured on the sideline, Joel Lopez. So this game's going to be a tough one in the second half for the Thunder. Another handoff to Shola up the middle. It's another gain of 1, maybe 1.5 on that play.
I do believe that's his first name as well.
I do have confirmation that it is Shola,
yeah,
but
we
I
are
cannot pronounce his last name. So I apologize, Shola, and to Shola's family if you are listening and watching today. My apologies. I will, at some point, get with him and practice the last name.
Shola the ball carrier, gain of 1 on the play. Third down, 2 yards to go. 3rd and 2.
So now
The Thunder with the ball at the Raider 32-yard line.
we have a 3rd and 2 at the 32. And 3 plus 2 makes 5, plus 1 is 6, means it's touchdown. I'm trying. I'm grasping at straws here. But that's okay. The Thunder are in a good position. A nice short 3rd down. You can run or pass in this situation. And heads up play there. Heads up play for him to get back to that ball. Given the fact that it was a lateral pass, I would say a sideways
Bring
pass.
up 4th down.
And young Mr. Spears jumped on that ball very quickly in order to ensure that even if the referee made a judgment that it was a backward pass, Thunder retained possession. I think in that situation I would have run the ball again, even though they had a run blitz coming on, as opposed to pitch the pass to the flat. I may have pitched out or even run to the left on that play. It's just my personal preference. Then again, Carlos Craig, offensive coordinator, has a lot more experience than I do, which is probably why he's coaching and I'm up here talking. Although coaching is talking too. So 4th and short now for the Thunder. Stephen G back to pass. Immediately gets pressured. And a rare drop. A rare drop. However, we've got a flag. We've got a flag in the backfield. I believe we may have a roughing the passer call, so I think it's going to be a Thunder first down.
Yep.
Foul, roughing the passer against the defense.
Got a roughing the passer. I think that's only a matter of time that happens with Sean Bell. Hell of an athlete, but he comes 1,000 miles an hour every play.
It's hard to stop that train.
Yes, it is. Actually, he played in the NFL for a short time. So now that gives the Thunder even better field position. Unfortunately, it is a penalty that gives the Thunder that first down. But it is a 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line for the Thunder. Let's make some hay, guys. This is where you get paid. You're in the red zone now. You got to come up with something. And we should be stopping the clock right about now.
I thought the clock runs.
Referee wants the clock to stop.
Oh, does he?
He did. Many times he waved his arms. And now he just said, forget it. Well, I think it was so they could spot the ball or move the chains.
Or something.
Something like that.
Count to 20.
Oh, shotgun formation. Ball is snapped. I saw movement. Unfortunately, either
No flag?
miscommunication.
How is there no flag on that? That was obvious movement before the snap.
Yeah, I agree. That 2 people moving again. Quarterback, Stephen G, took off, and the running back also moved prior to the snap. That is a no-no.
And I got to tell you, I don't know how many plays this has been in a row now that I think they've snapped it on one.
Yeah, that when you don't mix it up, that obviously gives the defense it gives them an edge. They can just tee off on you. But
do you always do that little shoulder shrug
actually,
when you say tee off? Tee off.
I can't help it. I got a little flex action going. You know, it used to look better before. When I did that, my belly bounced 40 times. It's still moving, by the way.
Yeah, it hit me once or twice.
So, still a 2nd and long now.
I thought you were getting fresh and realized
In the red zone. This is somewhere you have to make plays. Oh, pitch out to Shola. Oh, recovered by the defense. No one's touched him yet. I don't think anybody's touched him
They
yet.
called it.
I did hear whistles.
That was terrible.
So, Stephen G pitching out to Shola. I think he took his eyes off the ball and looked upfield. And there's going to be a penalty on the Thunder. Frustration has gotten the best of one of our players who slammed his helmet on the ground. In any league, not just semi-pro, you cannot do that.
No yards on the return. Penalty marker on sportsmanlike conduct is all.
Oh, wait.
And that
He called it on the Raiders.
he called.
He pointed for the unsportsmanlike on the Raiders.
I think he may have been mistaken.
Well, we'll see by the spot of the ball here.
Right.
Penalty on
Yep.
sportsmanlike
I think he just
conduct
pointed the
is all.
wrong way. He probably thought they were going north or
First and
south
10.
with the directions. It's plain field.
The
Doesn't
Raiders
count.
the ball at the 37-yard line.
However, with that penalty, that puts the Raiders in a better position offensively. They will have a 1st and 10 starting at the, what is that, 37. 30. I'm like, it's over there at the negative 43. Yeah, when you get a pitch out like that, you have to bring that in. You look it into your hands, regardless of what the defense is doing, you need the ball.
Yeah.
Nice pressure up the middle. Jones is scrambling and taken down by 2 Thunder players. Is that 38? 36? 52? Hot, hot.
Jones on the carry.
Red 90. Red 90. That'll bring up a second down and 6.
Brings up second down.
Second down and 6. 7. Nah, there it is, a 5 yard. There you go. They just moved the marker on me. Let's see if the defense can come up with a stop here. Keep the offense in a halfway decent position. If you can force them to punt here, get better offensive position, get that offense back out there real quick so they forget about the last series and move forward. Got a trips left here. Nice spread formation, 3 receivers to the left side. That is a taller, skinnier quarterback. I believe that's number 8. I think they've changed quarterbacks now in the second half. Did I miss that?
Is that 8 or not?
24, 34.
Is that
Yep.
8 or 9?
Yes, that's Darian Patterson at quarterback
Number-
right now.
That is
And
number
he's
8.
actually going out now, and Rob Jones is coming back in.
A gain of 1 on the run, third down and 4.
I think maybe that run may have been an equipment issue. He's still playing with his helmet quite a bit. But for one play, Rob Jones was out, and Darian Patterson was in. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Are we sure that's the name for the quarterback?
Yes. Well, that's what I have on this roster here,
Yeah.
this rooster. Darian Patterson, quarterback. And then Rob K. Jones, quarterback. They got 2 very athletic-looking quarterbacks. Now with the 3rd and 5, back to pass.
And he's
Little
running.
pressure up the middle, and unfortunately the contain was not there. Makes one nice move to keep going upfield. And I believe we're going to see another penalty on number 34 for an illegal block or a comeback block. One of the two. I don't believe
What's
it's
a what's a
hold.
comeback block, Joe?
Well, when you're cracking back, you're not allowed to do that anymore. When you go the opposite direction of the ball, for some reason, I made a living off of that.
I've been knocked out once or twice doing that.
Were you?
I'm getting yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. So we have a block in the back.
Block in the back to call against the offense.
And I have number 34. I don't know if it's right, but the one that I'm showing here as a number 34, D'Angelo Allison, who did that block. I believe he was also the same guy who did that on the
Beyond the first down marker.
So crackbacks are
Personal
illegal,
foul.
or just
crackbacks
on the
have been crackbacks have been
First and
illegal.
10 for the Raiders.
Wow.
With
Like-
the ball at the Thunder 49.
Player safety, all that
Yeah.
nonsense. Did you hear about the new NFL rule about kickoffs, kick
No.
returns?
No.
Yeah, I'm amazed at what I heard after this play. It's now 1st and 10 at the 49 of the Thunder
Where are they from?
for the Raiders. The Joliet Thunder?
Yeah.
They're from Joliet.
Joliet. It
Yes.
is not Joliet.
And there's a run off the right side with a short gain, tackled by a host of Thunder players. Actually, there were 4 guys in, but three guys made the tackle. Got someone come up limping.
Allison, the ball carrier. Allison, the ball carrier. Couldn't stop on the
So you were saying about the new kickoff rule or return rule?
Yeah, kick returns in the NFL.
Gain
Now,
the 47-yard line.
the blockers are not allowed to move forward,
Yeah, 'cause even though
get a running start to block someone. And blockers in general are now not allowed to turn and block and make contact with defensive players until the ball is caught.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. That was actually, yeah. Just eliminate the kickoff. Flip a coin, you get it
Just
at the
eliminate
20,
all the players on defense.
basically. Basically, and there's a jailbreak.
Oh.
Wow.
jailbreak.
You had 4 players come through.
He got hit just as he was releasing that ball.
Yep.
Jones' pass is incomplete.
There was a very so essentially they blitzed.
Yeah.
I think they what did they call that? God, I'm trying to remember what we used to call that. Thunder and lightning. Thunder were the middle
I would call it
backers blitzing. Lightning were
I
the
just really
outside
like
backers.
watching you think.
This one. Yeah, I know because I start squeezing everything.
He stands still and looks straight up in the air like,
Hey, come on now.
It's almost like you rebooted.
We all know who does that.
It almost looks like you rebooted. Oh.
3rd down and 8. 3rd down and 8 for the Raiders. Thunder had real nice pressure on that last one. See what they do in this play. I don't think they're going to bring the house again. Or they may. What
They're
have you got to
showing it.
lose, right? It's going to go up top.
Wow.
And unfortunately for the Thunder, cornerback Scott got twisted up there. He went inside, receiver went outside, more of a fade pattern, and caught that ball.
That was an easy lob and catch.
Jones' pass is
How
complete.
many, what number is that
Darian
receiver?
Patterson on the catch.
Oh, I don't know.
The gain is
That's
good
number
for
8,
a
Darian
first
Patterson.
Down, first and 10 for the Raiders with the ball at the Thunder 17.
Right. See, I've got Darian Patterson, but he doesn't look like the other one. Well, unfortunately, it's a first and 10, I meant to say, for the Raiders inside the red zone. And the whole offensive line moved on that one. That time, I mean, when you have the big guys move, that's when they call it. When the little guys move, I guess they don't call it.
Against the offense.
That'd be a loss of 5. It'd be a first and 15. And they're outside of the red zone. Nice D. Nice T. Way to push him back.
Ball start against the offense. 5-yard walk-off. First and 15. Spot the ball.
Hey, don't talk to
I
me.
know
while
how
I'm-
they got him to move. I know how they got him to
Don't
move.
talk to me while I'm eating Doritos.
The defensive lineman said, "You know who likes you? Squeak!" And they all jumped. So it'll be a first and 15 from the 22 of the Joliet Thunder.
Yeah.
So and I get a quarter every time I say it right. Now, by the end of this game, I might break even. A quick pass to the left side, too high, out of bounds. I don't believe that. Even if there was a lot of contact there, I don't believe that could have been caught. It looked like it was pretty high. Coverage once again by Scott and the receiver, Darian Anderson.
If you would like to sponsor the Thunder, we could drop your name right here.
Out on the coverage.
This would be a perfect spot to drop your name. We need sponsors.
I would love to see a sponsor just for the red zone.
Yeah, a red zone
Just
sponsor.
for the red zone. Mm-hmm. Like if any of you guys out there, I don't know if you own a plowing business or something
Well,
like
no,
that.
I meant second and 15. This second and 15 brought to you by
I don't know
Scouts Honor
about that.
Productions.
There you go. A second and 15 by Scouts Honor. In the Your Name Here red zone. I think that would work. So now with a second and 15. Again, the Raiders are back to pass. It's a quick pass over the middle to Darian Anderson. They're working this left side of the field. Every pass has pretty much been this way for this quarter. Yeah, they've been working this side of the field. Unfortunately, they found a weakness in the defensive backfield of the Joliet Thunder.
I am very upset
Now,
because I'm out of
it is a
grape
third down and
Crush.
2. I thought your favorite flavor is purple.
purple.
And for some reason, I just hit my Pandora radio on my phone. Love
Wow.
it. That was the crowd cheering. Did you hear that? Yay. So now, third down and 2. Back to pass once again. Hands up, guys. And an excellent bang-bang play. Catch was made. However, the defender was there to smother him at the moment of the catch.
Wasn't that your DJ name? Bang Bang Play?
That's me.
Yeah, DJ Bang Bang Play.
Wiki work.
Caught that last pass. Thank you.
Offensive.
Pass complete. First and goal for the Raiders with the ball at the 1-yard line.
The catch was made by number 19. 19, Delvin Brooks. Is that the name you have on your roster? Delvin Brooks? I have that name. Excellent catch, though. That defender was right there on him as he caught the ball, which is now a first and goal for the Raiders. Okay, hands up, hands up. And once again,
Yep.
the pass was to the left side
Pass
to
complete.
number 8, Darian Anderson,
Tries to catch on the play to
for
Darian
another
Patterson with
Raider
1 yard
touchdown.
out.
Yeah, it seems that the Raiders have found something on this left side of the defense that they like to expose here.
Oh, and the rain has started.
And it's now drizzling.
So we might have some problems seeing out this window here. because it is getting blurry.
Actually, it looks better now for me. Somehow.
Right there,
Somehow.
and right there, and right there.
Somehow. This
They're
is
going for
to
two.
to my benefit.
Oh, am I get a flag on that?
You know, I don't think so because you're entitled as a defender to go to the ball.
Oh, we got a flag though.
And it was late?
Yes, I think he threw it at the offensive player for yapping.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's an untimed down or an untimed down penalty.
So you said it was a legal hit
Actually, yeah, I believe
within 5 yards?
with the rule states that the defensive player is also entitled to the ball. So
I see what you're saying.
he didn't necessarily impede the progress of the receiver. He was going to the ball, and they collided. Incidental contact, or as a former defensive coordinator of the Thunder once called it, coincidental contact was made.
We did get
However,
an unsportsmanlike on the
There was an
Raiders.
unsportsmanlike after the play, which will be assessed on the kickoff.
The penalty of sportsmanlike conduct the call against the two-point attempted conversion team. The penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
Nicely put.
Something like that.
Did you see that they call it on the Quad City, or was it?
Quad City.
Okay, so it was a unfortunate.
Unsportsmanlike.
But that's okay, because really this does nothing. In my humble opinion, when you assess a penalty on a kickoff, it really does nothing. Unless, of course, your guy has been running 80-yard kickoffs.
So now 10-yard.
Now we get the ball at the 10.
Yeah.
As opposed to the
20.
the 10 plus 10 line.
If he
The 10
receives
plus
it,
10 line. Hey, I'm working on my math too, man. I've been dealing with binary lately, so everything's the powers of 2. So I don't know what that means over there. There's the kick. Actually, a pretty nice kick, too. Jalen Grace
24.
with the ball. Coming up the sideline. Moving very quickly. And he's just made a nice little move. Keep going. Don't stop.
oh, tackled at the 27-yard line.
Oh.
26.
What a beautiful return. Yeah, unfortunately, you get in your own head in those situations, and you think I can make every move, and then you kind of go sideways instead of north-south. And when you go east-west, you do nothing but.
How many kickoffs have you returned?
How many have I returned? 3.
No.
Yes. Yes.
I was all ready to tell you to shut up.
Nope. I've actually returned 3. I returned 3, and it was kind of funny because the first one I returned, I was in the up line. I was in I was blocking obviously for the returners. Ball came to me. I turned around like I was going to pitch it, and I turned around and started running, and the guys ran past me. I actually ran like 18 yards with it and got smoked by the kicker. If you've ever been taken off your feet by a kicker, that's just not funny, man.
Oh, man, I wish we had video of that.
I also returned a punt for a touchdown.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
Fumble?
Granted, it was 7 yards because it was
Fumble?
They were punting pretty much from their own end zone, and it was partially blocked and came right to me. And then Blue went run. So I ran.
Oh, he got
Shola gets the handoff, and Sean Bell came right through and destroyed that play. That dude is so talented, but he plays at such a high level, such a fast pace that.
Well, in that
on
situation,
this
he had no
level,
chance.
Well, yeah, on this level. It's one of those situations, like, unfortunately, when he had the late hit on the quarterback, he's going 1,000 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And then you kind of throw the ball, well, the weirdness sets in, but hell of an athlete. I had the pleasure of blocking him. Well, I had the pleasure of him running past me as I put my hands on him. That was awesome.
Who was this for?
Sean Bell?
Sean Bell.
Sean Bell, number 9 on the Quad Cities. Yeah.
Número 9.
Unfortunately, he made me look really bad a few times. That's okay. Steve got him for me.
So, what did he do? Stand next to you?
Yeah,
I pick on you too much.
that's okay.
Oh, ouch.
Ah, man. That one brought the rain.
It sure did. It is raining hard now.
So, unfortunately, that little pass over the middle was a nice play. Stephen G stepped up nice. Unfortunately, the defender was there and jarred the ball loose as the receiver caught the ball. I should have rolled up your windows, Ivan. Sorry.
It's all right. I'm really glad
Finally
We
going to
did-
clean out the front.
that we
clean out
didn't.
the car.
No, I'm glad we did not sit up on the roof.
Oh yeah.
Ouch.
I am also.
So we're going to call the game?
right now. Not unless there was lightning. Did you see any lightning?
No, I did not.
From what I do understand,
Can we do a doubleheader next week?
that'd be fun, but I won't be there. So
Oh, that's right. You will not be there for the broadcast next week.
unfortunately, I will not. My son graduated from Upper Iowa University, and his party is on the 9th. Thank you. He's actually he's doing great. The kid's doing amazing, actually, I should say. They've offered him the graduate assistant position with the track team. He coaches the female throwers, the discus and the shot puts. And he was offered the position. He accepted. Now he not only receives a salary, but they're paying for his master's for the next 2 years.
Nice.
Zero money for his
You're
tuition.
like, I don't
And
care.
I was like, whatever.
I don't care if you're teaching them how to throw hay.
Yeah, you taught us girls, throw them discuses. But no, Luke's doing awesome. Very proud of him. So next week, if the party does not go all night, which I believe it
So
will.
you would rather celebrate your son's
I know. I mean,
beautiful schooling than
So-
be here in this blurry mess.
well,
Look at
as
that
our
image.
friends can tell, on the YouTubes, unfortunately, the rain is here and it's coming down pretty hard right now. So it is affecting the camera.
Actually,
The view itself.
yeah,
It's not affecting the camera, it's affecting the view because we're behind a pane of glass within the press box. However, that run by Stephen G., he was stopped pretty short, well short of a first down by about 14 yards. That brings up a fourth down in Raider territory at the 29-yard line, as a matter of fact. And, of course, the Thunder will go for it. I don't think it's by choice. I just don't think
It is not.
they can kick it.
I don't think we have a kicker, to be honest with you.
And well, no, DK kicked the last one.
That's true.
I think we should start a Facebook campaign to bring Bobby Miller out of retirement just to punt this year.
Well, I believe he's in the military.
No,
No?
he's
He lied to us.
no, he
I'm
did
just
join.
kidding.
I believe he joined the National Guard, so he does do his
Ah, there, yeah,
his
that's what
service
it
in
is.
that respect. But he still lives here. So, but I think he can punt. Ooh, a nice run. Unfortunately, not enough there. Very slippery conditions out there, even on a brand new turf field. Not a lot of grip on the ground. Also, I'm sure the players don't come at this level with many
G on the keeper.
different types of cleats.
He stopped short of the first down.
But
Ball goes over
again,
on
he
down.
stopped short. Slipping and sliding here on the side on the Thunder
First and
sideline.
10.
So
First
that'd
and
be a
10.
turnover on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders. And let's see if that defense can take advantage of the slippery conditions. Maybe cause a turnover,
Their own 26
pop that
yard
ball
line.
out,
Maybe?
get a Zach Peterson to muscle the ball away from someone. That kid too. Zach is a great leader.
You know what
A great
happens in the
leader on
rain, right?
defense.
You
People,
know,
people get wet.
Thunder?
I saw you and him walking in the rain.
Thank you, Orange Juice.
Little Orange Juice Jones, get the party started. So run up the middle with no gain. I did hear a thud. Was that thunder or was that
I believe
with your wallet?
it was my jaw dropping.
No gain on that run, by the way. So it's going to be a 2nd down and 10 now. Again from the 26-yard line. So usually in these conditions, too, as you can see during the game, you'll see a defensive front kind of tighten up on an offense. But this offense now, it looks like they're going to spread it out a little bit, open up the offense. I'm sure that's to just alleviate the pressure in the box so they can run the ball with a little more efficiently. And excellent penetration there off the one side.
25 on the stop.
And number 25 on the stop.
Is that a flag? No, there goes the
And number 25 is Mr. Bolden taking down Robert K. Jones, quarterback.
Jones,
Extraordinaire.
Bolden, keeper, brought down on the play by Bolden. A loss on the play back to the 19-yard line brings up 3rd down.
How's that a loss of 1?
Ball is at the where? 19, 18? 18.
Oh, they didn't move it yet. So it's a loss of like 95 yards. It's negative. Now we get 2 points. They actually, no, they get 2 points taken off. Tick, tick, tick. Wouldn't that be an awesome rule? Like if the NFL voted on when you score, it minuses away from the other team's score. Ooh, a pass into the flat. An excellent move made by the receiver.
Boy, this looks really good underneath water here. We're
Yeah.
underwater. Welcome to Atlantis, everyone.
Yep. And for those of you who can't see, welcome to the club. What the?
19 on the catch. Pass is complete. Number 19 with the catch. He is stopped short of the first down. We'll bring up 4th down and about 7.
Number 19 with the catch, Delvin Brooks. At least that's what I'm being told. I cannot see numbers on either team right now. So, with that being said, the end of the third quarter right now, the Thunder are down 20.
Oh,
20 to nothing.
can you see the scoreboard?
Raiders 20, the Thunder 0.
Wow.
Ouch.
Yep. And as you can see, we're using our thermal cam watching animals in the tree.
Is that a UFO? Is that landing? It's melting. Look at the scoreboard is
For
melting.
some reason, I think we should have Led Zeppelin or something playing.
It is on fire.
Maybe a little
Oh my God, it looks like a demon.
Pink Floyd going.
Got a little demon head going there.
Welcome to the machine. All right. Hey, there's another scoreboard over there. Oh, that's just an unflexion. So, the teams have actually swapped positions on the field.
Should we just show the light?
And now I think that the at least the players are you
Playing.
can see them. Yeah. And they are
Oh, we
punting.
had
The
a
ball is
fumble.
dropped. Ball is dropped by the punter. He
The
did a
Thunder-
good job of retaining it. At least the Thunder will have a chance now. Starting at their own, or I'm sorry, at the Raider 19-yard line. Let's see if the offense can get a little push. This is the point of the game with this type of weather, Ivan. That I
Yeah.
think you tell your offensive lineman, hey,
1st and 10.
This is your chance
it's
to shine.
raining. These guys are on roller skates. Mm-hmm. Shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip. Just push. That's all you have to do. And if you can push and get 3 yards per carry, as the wisest of wise men, Terry Thomas, would say, 3 yards in a cloud of dust
Or
all
mud
day
in this
long.
case.
all day long. 3 yards in a cloud of rubber pellets.
Yeah.
So, ball has been placed at the Raider 19-yard line. The Thunder now start out 1st and 10. Stephen G. in a shotgun formation. Kind of more of a pistol. Isn't that a pistol formation? I'd be running the ball.
And they did.
As they do. The ball is handed off once again to number 3, Spears. Maybe a gain of a half a yard. Pretty much the line of scrimmage again.
Number 23, Spears the ball carrier. Credit Smith with the stop, number 45.
Bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, I want to take this chance to thank Plainfield Central High School and their athletic director, Mark Cruz. They really went above and beyond to help us out here because we actually lost our stadium only a week or so ago, and we were scrambling to find a new place to play. And they really helped us out here.
That's weird. The angle you have, the only person that was clear just now was Stephen G. The rest of them are faded out. Handoff once again.
That looked like a busted play.
Actually, it was a busted play. He didn't even get to hand it off. Mm-hmm. The whole defensive line essentially blew up, and Sean Bell.
Another timeout by the Thunder.
G, the ball carrier.
Looks like the running back went the wrong way, or Stephen G. turned the wrong way.
Okay.
That's their first charge timeout in the
Yep.
second half.
Again, though, this is I just want to reiterate to anybody who is watching, who might be, used to seeing a different level of football. This is for all intents and purposes, this is a first-year team.
Yeah, absolutely. I gotta
Just-
tell you, I think we had 5 Thunder players return
I think
that
it
ever
was,
played on the Thunder before, and everyone else is a new player to the Thunder.
Yes, this is a brand new team. This is a first-year squad. There are also starting offensive line missing, 2 of them. I believe the center, as well as Baptiste Williams.
Yeah.
Baptiste.
He could not be here
He'd be a
today.
huge help
Baptiste,
today, right.
Baptiste could not be here today.
Yep. And unfortunately, starting so early in the year, I think June is way too early for football.
I've
We
heard
used
that.
to start at the end of in mid-August, actually. However, they moved all of it up for the tournament season, so you can get into these tournaments earlier. So Thunderball, 3rd down and 11.
Oh, and a bad snap.
And Stephen G took a huge hit. As they usually say, he was swallowed up very quickly there. A loss of 4 yards on that.
That was a bowling ball to him.
And it seemed that they took turns hitting him. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not working out to their favor right now at all. But as we were saying, when you have a couple of players that, have scheduling issues, can't make games, it really does take its toll, especially when those players are the offensive linemen.
And especially when you only have 6 offensive linemen
Right,
to
when you
begin
have
with.
6 to begin with, and then 2 of the starters are missing, and then
And then another
a third
starter.
one goes down during a game, it does not at all help your chances at winning. Only the very, very special teams can maintain an offensive line for a season, let alone multiple seasons. It's hard to do at this level. So here we are again, though, with a 4th down and 15. Stephen G back to pass, dumps it off to Shola, makes a nice move, and almost gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Pretty much out of bounds at the.
Cheese pass,
Wow.
complete, Joel on the catch.
I thought he was closer to the 20-yard line. I guess not. 23-yard line. Chicago
And
Thunder turns.
just like that.
Joliet Thunder turns the ball over on
Wow.
downs. I made it almost through the whole.
5 minutes.
Not really. Yeah. Not really.
Looks like the rain has stopped.
Yep. Unfortunately, a turnover and downs once again puts the Raiders in position to pretty much dominate this game. I think at the early stages of the game,
Are we in the 4th quarter now?
it is
I believe-
the 4th quarter.
I believe
Yes,
so,
it is.
right.
In the early stages of the game, the Thunder was actually doing very well despite not being able to finish. They were able to move the ball in spurts, but those things come over time.
And you can see that they're just missing.
Yes.
They're just missing.
There's some blocks
the
missing. Couple
Timing
of-
is a little off.
And, by game 3, game 4 of the season, they'll be clicking. And in a league like this, you have a chance to the very end. You just got to keep chugging away.
Screen right.
And that was a nicely set up screen. However, it was read perfectly by the Thunder defense.
And the receiver of that screen, number 34, got up a little slow.
Yes.
He's shaking off his left arm.
Yep. He's stretching it out a little bit. Looks like
Stinger.
like an arm and a back.
Also another catch from Jones.
Got a little stinger.
98 on the stop. Correction, 38 on the stop.
They did have a nice screen setup. Fortunately, it was sniffed out by the linebacking crew of your Joliet Thunder.
He said Joliet, people.
He's a Joliet. I gotta remember my name's Joe. Starts like Joliet, starts like Joe. And then it's a 2nd down and 11.
Oh,
Oh,
he just. No, I thought.
the pass was deflected by the defender, but nice catch made by the receiver. I can't see all the way over there.
Hey, Joe, can you go out to the window here and get a squeegee and squeegee my window?
Can I go squeegee?
You can go squeegee my window, please. Oh, it is drizzling a bit.
I think it was 19 again.
Okay.
All right.
Pass complete.
Confirmation that the
Third down and 2.
pass was complete to a Delvin Brooks, who was brought down just
You know,
shy of the 1st down.
I've often gone fishing at Delvin Brooks. It's a beautiful place. Beautiful.
I've heard that they have the most unbelievable foliage.
It really is beautiful. Welcome to NPR football.
It's a 3rd down and a long one, short 2.
Where's Bill Malara?
we're waiting for the ball to be snapped. Once again, pass into the flat. I don't believe there was any game there.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That guy got schmacked a little.
Was he trying to do a
No, he got-
round off flip-flop tuck? I didn't.
He got smacked and
I don't think he nailed it.
rolled.
Pass complete.
So, yeah, 4th and a short one.
Bring up 4th down.
What the heck?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're calling it a first down now.
First down, Raiders. First and 10 for the
I disagree with the
Raiders.
spot. I disagree with the spot. Even though I can't see it, I just disagree with it.
I'm
No,
just
for
gonna
no other
disagree.
reason than I just disagree. So, coming up on 10 minutes left in the game, and a first down by the Quad City Raiders.
You get that one right.
I almost, because it's QT, I almost call them the Quality Control Raiders.
Just think Justin Timberlake, JT, Joliet Thunder.
JT.
JT.
Because then it'd be Crimey River.
I'm bringing football back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
big pressure up the middle and the right side.
Hands up, guys. Then the quarterback, Jones, is chased out of bounds. Just past the original line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1 on that play. Some nice pressure. However, the defensive end on that side, if you're going to come in that way, you've got to take a little bit wider of a rush and play an outside leverage to keep that guy from getting outside of you. If you can keep a quarterback from scrambling, especially a quarterback that has the wheels this guy does, it's going to make it a lot easier for the defense. But you have to keep him inside. I think Coach Almodovar will be working on that at practice this week. Keeping your outside maintained,
Ooh.
not letting guys get outside of you. A pitch out to the left. Ooh.
Oh,
heck
and
of
we got a flag.
stick. That was a heck of a hit. I don't know what was the flag for. Maybe it was leading with the helmet, possibly.
Well, we got a Thunder player on one knee down there. I wonder if I can barely see the white hat.
I see him in between.
Yeah, I got him.
I see him in between raindrops. That guy drank too much. Look how blurry he is.
Sorry, guys, my camera was a little
Yeah,
fuzzy.
I was drinking. So we do have a personal foul leading with the crown of the helmet on the
Man,
defense.
good call, Joe.
Yeah, I did see that. That's old school football, and old school football doesn't fly nowadays. Very aggressive play. You don't want to coach that out of them, so you're going to tell them, hey, maintain that aggression. However, pick your head up, hit with the shoulder.
Can you hit with the face mask?
No, you can't anymore. You can't hit with the helmet. If you're leading with your head in any respect,
Gotcha.
they're going to call it, even if you do put your head up. Also, he did make contact really with his helmet. So if you led with your face into someone else's chest, or that's considered okay. But the helmet to helmet contact is what you're looking for.
You know, the only tackle I ever made was with my face mask, and let me tell you, she felt it.
Nice.
Ball spot at the 44-yard line.
So-
Thunder.
She wasn't
Is this
expecting
supposed
it.
to be a first down, or is this second
I
down?
was wearing my helmet at the bus stop, and she got mouthy.
Not sure.
That's not true.
So it is a 1st and 10 again. In Thunder territory. Handoff, I believe, to number 34.
Yes, 34.
Number 34 with that run. That was actually a nice run. It seems like now that the offensive line of the Raiders is starting to expose the defense a little bit. D'Angelo Allison with the run up the middle. Thunder defense has actually been out there now for quite a few minutes.
For first down to the 34-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
So another Raiders first down, deeper into Thunder territory now. Let's hope this defense can step up here. Just get a stop. Let's keep this game within reason.
I would settle for a turnover.
I would very much like a turnover here. From the Thunder side of things, a turnover would be tremendousness. Another handoff to
To the left.
Allison. Off the left side. Yeah, they're working the inside there, the guard, the tackle, double teaming, pushing, and as they say, they're eating.
Mm-hmm.
Allison, the ball carrier.
They're feeding on that side of the line.
Of 7, second down, 3.
Well, they obviously see some kind of matchup over there that they really like.
Yeah, I think they like the whole left side of the Thunder defense because when they were attacking in the passing game, they were going to the left side, and they seem to be running on the left. So let's see what the defense does to counter that, what adjustments they might make. Looks like they just flip-flopped their D tackles. Seems like they're playing really tight, too, up front.
And we got a jump.
So, yeah, that could be – this is going to be a against the offense, I believe.
He seems to be pointing that way.
The snap. Penalty marker is on the field.
I think they're going to talk about it. I think one guy saw one side of the line move, the other guy saw the other side. I think it's going to come back this way,
And
though.
everybody wants cookies.
Essentially because, yeah.
So they're signal false start against the
So I don't know if you're aware of this, though. So when that happens and there's a judgment call and the referees come together, it's whoever can speak a third language
Nice.
gets the tiebreaker. So that
Not
guy,
a second language.
Not a second. No, you have
Third.
to have a third. So I think that guy, he probably speaks, Spanish and English and then threw in some, Latin just to kind of top it off. And they were like, all right, you got it, bro. No. From what I saw, the offensive lineman did move first on this side, which then triggered the whole defensive line to move, which the other guy didn't see this offensive lineman move because he on the opposite sideline. So during that conversation, obviously, he said, hey, right tackle move first.
And hey, that false start could have been brought to you by somebody like Scouts Honor Productions.
Somebody like Scouts Honor?
Yeah.
Those guys sponsor a lot.
They sponsor this whole thing.
That's awesome. Awesome sauce. Oh, pitch out. Excellent defensive play there to push it back inside. That's exactly what we needed before on the other side. Bring that back inside. That was an excellent play. Who did that? Who brought that play back inside? Number 25.
Looks
Brought
like
it.
the rain has ceased.
Allison on the carry.
Yep.
Then the backfield is
Bolden.
play by number
Bolden is the
55.
player who actually stepped up on the outside and made that running back hesitate, cut back to the inside, who was then cleaned up by the pursuit. That was an excellent defensive play.
I feel like opening this window, see if I could get a little bit better view.
Do the top ones open?
Do new.
I don't think they do. I think the bottom ones do. It's now a 3rd down and 10. Pass out to the flat. Oh, man. Defensive player missed that tackle. He was there. That's going to be another coaching moment for Coach Mike.
Almodovar.
Yes, that dude, Emma.
Ding
It's going to
dong.
be another coaching moment where you can tell him, hey, you need to break down and be a lot more steady on your feet. You can't be lunging because when you lunge and a guy spins, you're grabbing nothing but air and rubber pellets in your face mask.
28-yard line.
So now it is a 4th down and 5 for the Raiders. See if the Thunder can get a stop here. The chicken. I thought you thought I was going to say Chicago.
Don't make me laugh. I do the old man laugh cough.
You
and
do,
I don't
you're
like
like-
it.
Like precious pup.
Timeout on the field charge to the Raiders. That's their first
So
yard timeout.
Raiders call a
Second down.
timeout now with a 4th
Remains in
and
the fourth quarter.
4th and 5 in the 4th quarter. And the Thunder also regroup on their sideline. Yeah, a little conversation with the referee, letting him know, hey, dude's grabbing my face mask. I can tell these conversations from up here, having played so many games on the field.
That's right. Joe Lemke has played in over 25 games with the Joliet Thunder.
The 25 games. No,
When
actually,
they
I
were-
never
when
played
they-
a game.
No, you never played
I
a
never
Joliet
played
Thunder game.
as a
You
Joliet Thunder
only
player.
the Chicago Thunder.
Yep.
So what we can understand when
And the
you
Downers
say,
Grove Thunder and the Westmont Thunder. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
when you say Chicago Thunder,
Yep.
it comes from a place of love
Absolutely.
and
Comes
honor
from
and
a-
respect.
A part of my life that was actually, it was kind of funny at one point, now that I've been retired for, 4 seasons, 5 seasons.
And I do want to clarify that you played for 25 years.
Actually, 25 seasons, 24 years.
Yeah.
I don't know how that worked out.
Wow, time rift.
It's weird. But for the better part of my life, that's all I did was play football. But now I think I've evened it out. Back to pass on 4th down.
It looks like he's going to get the
And
first.
Jones takes off the left side. There was no contain once again. However, they're trying to be pretty aggressive to the quarterback. You have to be that way in
They're
order
not.
to try and get to this guy.
Yeah.
However, once it does break down, that's where you kind of open yourself up. But you have to take that chance. You can't fault the coaching staff for saying, "Look, go get him." But again, this team will learn over time, how to be aggressive while maintaining the contain. And unfortunately, that's another first down for the
Quad City Raiders.
Quad City Raiders.
Yeah.
Raiders. And the Joliet Thunders. Actually, I do want to comment, though, for anybody who's watching. The Joliet Thunder uniforms are unbelievably awesome. So if you guys get out here to a game, make sure you get down by the field so you can get a picture with a player. And
And the Thunder get a sack.
the ball's on the ground. I think
oh.
the Thunder have the ball. I believe the Thunder have the ball. He dropped the ball.
Yes.
It is Thunder ball.
That was that might have been the spark.
Recovered by the Thunder. Recovery to number 36, Mayo. Thunder take over 1st and 10.
Was that another quarterback keeper? So,
He
yeah.
scrambled.
Yeah, he did scramble. And again, I think the wet conditions. We haven't seen the ball hit the ground once today, but now that the rain has stopped, the balls are extremely slick. And that's part of it. You have to have really good ball control when they're
I
wet.
told you to watch the language. Oh no, we have another Thunder alumni coming in the press booth here.
Thunder alumni.
I don't think.
Well, now, on that turnover, it's a Chicago Thunder, Joliet Thunder
Damn, we
first
did it
down. And you
again.
know why I said it? Because I saw one of my old Chicago Thunder teammates / coaches / Hall of Fame
/
member
brother.
homies. And Stephen G. with the keeper
Oh!
takes off, ducks underneath
Nice
a
move.
tackler for a very nice gain. Very nice gain.
That was a nice move. I don't know how he
This
got out of
is
that.
that was a broken play. That was a broken play for Stephen G. However, he did do a nice little
Duck and cover, duck and roll.
yeah. I don't even know what you call.
I don't
that.
know what you call that.
Yeah. Just called
Let's
short
call
dude
it-
went, no, don't take my helmet.
We'll call it the Tony Patak
And
because
then-
that's who's in the booth.
Yeah. And then the first down,
Tony is also refusing the headset to have an interview with Joe.
that's the one thing about the old Chicago Thunder guys. We got hit in the throat so much. Most of them can't talk anymore. So,
No, he is pretty hoarse today for some reason.
yeah, he is actually. He's like, yo, it's he just got, did you just get back from Mexico? He said he got back Thursday night at midnight. Oh, pass out to Jalen Grace. Nice move. Unfortunately, he did not squeak through that tackle, but that's a 5-yard gain. We'll take that all day long.
So, Joe, are you
Down
gonna
and 6-yard gain.
you
Second
gonna
down,
you gonna
4.
talk smack about Tony some more?
Actually, no. As long as you don't turn the camera around, we're good. Although, I will say, though, it's actually like a movie set in here now that he's got that shade up. We've got the reflective light. It's
Oh
nice.
yeah, it's pretty good.
What the?
You're mean. You're mean. I defended you, Tony. I just want you to know that.
What? The
Defended.
second,
Defended.
second down and 4 for the Joliet Thunder. There's a blitz up the middle.
Oh!
Unfortunately, miscommunication. Shola and Stephen G collided in the backfield.
Not a pretty sight.
No, which you don't need your offensive players to stop up the middle. Let the defense do that.
Yes, we have 14 viewers. It dropped by 10 when you walked in the booth.
It's because he put his phone away.
Yep.
He had 10 tabs open on his phone. Nicely done. Thank you.
We appreciate it.
So despite the fact that they had a little momentum, there's a loss of a few yards. Now the Thunder have a 3rd down and 7. Long 7, short 8. Hate that. Tweener lines.
What did I say about the language?
What did I say? What did I say?
Nothing.
Did I swear?
Long 7, short 8.
2-minute warning's been issued to both benches.
And we are now at the 2-minute warning. We're now at the 2-minute warning. And the Thunder of Joliet still have the ball. There's still time. In this position.
At this level of football,
No, there's still time. In this position, what I would do right now, because I want to get a quick 6, is just saying, and I talked to Coach Carlos Craig, he's not going to do this. They're actually trying to establish some semblance of a you can't be consistent, obviously, as you're missing offensive linemen. However, they're trying to get a rhythm with the offense and get them into the offense. When I asked him at the half if he was going to make any adjustments, he really said no, simply because he wants to ensure that his guys are doing what is called, running the plays as they're called. So he doesn't want to throw too much at them too quickly. However, I said, why don't you put Darrell King on the right side as the slot, motion him left, give him a running head start, and let it fly, see what happens. And then he just looked at me, didn't say anything, which was my cue to shut up and go back in
and
the
walk
booth.
away.
Yeah, because, again, I'm not a coach. He is. So now that timeout is over with. The Thunder, with a 3rd and 7, will attempt to get a first down.
And we have an offsides. Or
And
false start.
there is a false start. False start on the offense as the defense never crossed the line. It's definitely a false start. So, just to make it easier on yourself, let's back up.
Have a little more room to throw.
And, yeah, I mean, get a few more yards out of this. Why not?
Third down.
I'm just joking.
They're just trying to pad the
But,
stats.
yeah. Again, this is a young team. We have to remember,
Yeah.
this is for all intents and purposes a first-year squad, with the exception of about 5 or 6 guys. 5 guys, maybe.
5.
The coaching staff, very seasoned. They know what to do to get these guys on the right track. And again, when they get the offensive linemen that they're missing back in the game, it'll be a different story. However, it's still a 3rd and 13. Back to pass, Stephen G. Nice pass. That was a nice ball.
Is that a first? Oh, we got the first down.
And they're going to run a hurry-up offense.
G's pass is complete.
No choice.
And that was Curie.
First down. King on the catch. 1st and 10 for the Thunder with the ball.
Up to the line. Call it on the fly. 6:59. 6:59.
I know what that means. And I never played with them.
59.
Do you want to explain yourself, Joe?
That
After this
would
play?
be the audible to change a running play to the deep ball.
Oh, you got to grab that, man.
That's okay. The ball is slick. Right back to the line, guys.
Pass is
Don't mull
incomplete.
around. Get back to the line.
Another play for good and brings up
So,
second down.
with a 2nd down and 10, Thunder at midfield. Trying to get something going just to get a little bit of momentum. Now, I almost said save a little face. I can't say that because I think the guys are doing well. For first-year squad, having never played together, they're doing fine. I
can't say they did horrible. What it is they're playing against a team that knows themselves very well, knows their strengths and their weaknesses, and the Thunder just don't.
At this point, yeah, it's just too early for them to have developed that chemistry as well. And again, I don't think they've changed the. Oh,
that was a good hit.
Yeah,
not helmet to helmet. That was not a.
I don't think so. I don't think it was helmet to helmet. I think he bulled his neck and he actually put his face mask into his chest.
Gotcha.
And then his head went up. And he didn't launch. He didn't
launch
launch himself.
at him, yeah.
He actually ran through that tackle, and I think that makes the difference there. I think that was a good, solid play.
Brings up third down. Who's on stop?
49 seconds left.
Coach Galano is in the ear of the official on this sideline, and that's not going to help anything. But, again, with just over 30 seconds left in the game, I don't think they're going to call anything. But for future reference, Coach, step back. It's now 3rd and 10 from the 50.
That's not going to do it.
Nope. This clock's going to run out. It's ticking away. Come on, guys. One more play left.
They really have no spunk left.
And if you have one timeout, you should use it now. If you're not going to use it, then get up to the plate. Let's go. 5 seconds left. 5 seconds left. It's going to run out before he snaps it. Come on. Snap it. Snap it.
Oh, got an offsides. Yeah, one free play.
Uh-huh.
Prior to the horn.
This
Is
is
that
it.
because of Sean Bell coming through the middle?
This is going to be the turn. This is where we turn it around.
This is it. We need DK to score 3 real quick. 1 second. I've seen him do it.
I've seen him do 2.5.
I think they're going to talk about this. I don't know if this game can actually.
Did Tony
So we do
leave
have
yet?
a defensive penalty.
No, he didn't.
There is no runoff.
Grand slams. Ooh,
There are.
ooh, I think
I don't know if there are grand slams in football. The question was asked by
Tony Patek.
Hall of Fame offensive coordinator, Hall of Fame founding member, and hell of a running back, Tony Patek, if there are grand slams in football. And I have never seen one, but
I've heard.
Darrell King has the potential to pull this off.
Yes, he really does. He really does. And
I'm
I
not
think
kidding.
You know that.
I was lucky enough. I had the pleasure to play with this kid, and man, he can just
Back when he
flat
was
out
skinnier
fly.
than he is now.
But he can flat out fly. So though we joke around a little bit here, he's a very talented receiver, and they're going to figure it out. And we just see a Gatorade bath on the on the sideline of the Quad City Raiders.
Really?
Yeah, for game 1 of the season. That's
I
it.
don't understand that.
It's all right.
Thank you for coming
They're very
down.
excited. They're very excited.
To Wildcat Stadium.
Well, unfortunately, Thunder fans,
The final score.
the final today, Quad City Raiders 20, Joliet Thunder 0. Did not expect to be shut out today, nor did we expect them to pitch a shutout. However, this young team went out there and fought hard today. There's some things that need to be ironed out during the week at practice, and that's the only place those things can happen is at practice. You iron some things out, get right back in there next week, and I guarantee it'll be a better showing next week with the return of a couple of offensive linemen who were missing today. Hopefully, Joe Lopez is not severely injured and can make a quick return.
He was quite upset at halftime.
He was pretty upset at halftime, yeah, holding his knee. But again, the Game 1 of the 2018 season is in the books, and unfortunately the Thunder have fallen to the Quad City Raiders 20-0. So for Scouts Honor Productions
Thank you, sir.
and the Joliet Thunder, signing off from wonderful Plainfield Central High School, home of the Wildcats.
And thank
This
you to
is
Mark
Joe
Cruz
Lemke.
and everyone at Plainfield Central.
Yes, thank you, Mark Cruz and the AD and everyone who put this together so quickly at Plainfield Central. We just want to say thank you again to everybody who watched and listened. This is Joe Lemke and Ivan Ortega signing off. Next week, surprise person doing the game. I don't even know who it's going to be.
We don't know who it's going to be.
So that's why
I
it's
will
going to
be
be.
here.
It's going to be a surprise just for for everybody.
Tony Patek might be there.
So you
No,
guys have a great week. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we are going to, just as the team struggled today on the field, we are going to work through the broadcast, and by the end of the season, be as pro as possible, or pro as F, as they would say nowadays, the kids. So signing off, go Thunder, and have a great week, everybody.